Hello.
I ran into the other room. That was a cool visual gag. All right. Welcome to season 3 of D90.5, lovingly titled Infinite Sojourn.
Is there a way before we get started where we can turn these headphones down because they're kind of loud?
That mixer right there.
Which knob on it?
The bottom. This is a great visual gag. We're full of visual gags tonight.
Listen, for a talk show, I think our visuality is our best strength.
Yeah, not usually really associated with radio, but it's really great. I think we're going to go ahead and start introducing ourselves. We are missing one cast member currently.
She's on her way.
She should be with us shortly. Jacob, for now you can use this mic.
Nice.
I'll be your DM for this season. My name is Chase McGee, and I'm DMing. You might know me for my roles as Paul the Priest or Mauve Florigaze. Here I am now in charge of this thing because Anne wanted to play her last time around. The DM anarchy is no more. I overthrew anarchy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Incredible.
All right, so we will go down the line and start talking about our PCs just a little bit. Before we begin, I would like to mention we are playing a reskinned version of Dungeons & Dragons. We are playing a Star Wars reskin of Dungeons & Dragons. So this season, you have Star Wars to look forward to, and I hope y'all were aware of that before we got here.
Wait, this is Star Wars?
I
thought it was Star Trek.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Kind of messes with my whole character
I'm leaving.
design.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What am I going to do with my Sonic OC?
Oh, you're going to have to remove them. Quick shout out to Gallifile for creating this whole thing. I was so worried I had to sit down over Christmas break and create a whole Star Wars universe. But then thanks to Reddit, it was already done for me.
Reddit's a beautiful place.
It truly is sometimes.
Truly.
So without any further ado, the moment everyone's been waiting for, let's start over here and work our way around.
Okay, I'm Jacob. I'm playing Tresk, a Trandoshan scout. And I'm pretty amped.
Mm-hmm. Do we want to describe our characters a little bit, just because
Yeah, that makes sense.
People who aren't nerds might not know what species are?
Yeah, so Trandoshans are like a lizard race. They're pretty tall. I think Tresk is 6'5", about in that range. He's a big guy, but sort of stocky and long, tubular limbs. They're weird looking, but they've got a lizard face, and they don't like Wookiees usually.
If you've ever seen, I believe it's Empire Strikes Back, Bosk the Bounty Hunter.
Bosk the Bounty Hunter is a Tresk.
It's my brother's favorite character.
Your brother has terrible taste. He's in it for 5 minutes. He
was
doesn't talk.
8.
He was 8. He said, "Lizard man."
No, literally. And now he's a marine biology major, so there we go.
Look at
Hey,
him
wow,
go.
that's me too.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wait, this is kind of crazy.
Are y'all related?
Oh my god, are you my brother?
Let's find out. All right, continuing on down the line.
The finale will be
with. Did you say your name? First person that went.
Oh, Jacob. Yep.
Jacob is Trask. Next down the line.
Hello. My name is Lindsay, but you will all know me as Jar Jar Bonks.
I really protested this. I'd like the record to show.
I thought you were joking for weeks.
Really?
There were lots
I
of
assumed it was a joke.
there were lots of fun, cool jokes when we mentioned we were doing Star Wars, and I thought this was going to be one of them. But no, she stuck with the bit this long.
Listen, I call it going above and beyond. I really put a lot of thought into Sorry, the chat is not a fan of Jar Jar Bonks, unfortunately.
Can we get a radio appropriate description of what differs between
Jar Jar Binks and Jar Jar Bonks?
Yes.
They're extracurricular activities mostly. But I will say that Jar Jar Bonks is imagine Jar Jar Binks, but really, really hot, really attractive.
That's
it's
a paradox.
So disappointing to me. I've never been more disappointed in a human being in my life.
Really?
And I live with myself.
I set the bar pretty low. No, Jar Jar Bonks is... I'm going to have to stop myself from laughing every time I bring this up. However, it's a Gungan, obviously. It's a scout. I'm saying it's a he, but Jar Jar Binks is truly genderless because to assign a gender to Jar Jar Binks would be to take away from just the immense amount
Just limiting.
of romantic interaction that he has. I cannot stress enough how much Jar Jar Binks gets around. How angry are you with me right now?
I've never been more disappointed.
Really?
Well, in you, yes, I've been more disappointed.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But no, it's a Jar Jar Binks is a scout. He is a former Gungan city guard who turned to the dark side when his family became strapped for cash, and he is now a top level bounty hunter who attracts a lot of species, like just a lot.
Just a magnet, honestly.
No, literally, like if you look at Jar Jar Binks, like you'll understand. I don't have a drawing of him, but just imagine like the most attractive Gungan you have ever seen.
I think attractive and Gungan is probably an oxymoron. It's a shame we chose an audio-only format to tell the story of Jar Jar Binks.
You know, I will provide a picture.
No, you really don't have to. You really don't have. I can't stress enough. We don't want to see this. So that's been Lindsay, and that's been Jar Jar Binks. Next up.
Oh, you haven't seen the end of Jar Jar Binks.
You might. I'm writing the story. I'll kill Jar Jar Binks.
Chase is gonna kill me off literally right now. I'm not even gonna be allowed to participate.
Drink something poised in the canteen.
I hope you enjoyed your 1 week on the show.
Man, it's been really fun. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. I lied. Next up.
I'm Isabel. You might remember John Paul Jones, truly the best character I've ever played. Well, until you meet Doobie.
Doobie, which I'm not sure we can say on air, really.
Is that allowed?
It's probably fun.
It's fine.
Can we spell it before we continue?
Listen,
D-U-B-I.
as the FCC liaison, I say it's fine.
It's D-U-B-I.
Ajit Pai, if you're listening,
Doobie.
it's fine.
Doobie.
He's
Can you
a
tell us a little bit?
fan monk, so that means he's basically a little bat boy.
Awful.
He's just a nice man. He just wants to help out. He's looking for love, you know?
Oh?
In what places is he looking for love? Are they all the wrong ones?
All the wrong ones. I'm thinking of him as a Bachelor contestant.
Who would your ideal rose receiver be?
Jar Jar Binks.
Oh my god, wait.
This is an arc I'm not writing into this story.
No.
Right
Let's put a pause on it real quick.
Let's put a pin in that. We're gonna come back.
He's just
I'd
good
like to
dude.
elaborate.
He has some pure intentions. He is here for the
Jar Jar
right
Binks
reason.
has like the least pure intentions.
Oh, I hate this so much. I've received word.
I'll treat him well. It's
Thank
okay.
you.
I can't promise about Jar Jar Binks, but I will treat him well.
It's okay.
I did want to stall for our last person, but I did not want to stall like this. Not like this.
Can I tell you more about my character?
Please tell me more about Shaka Khan.
Doobie Nim. Doobie just likes to hang out. He's a big fan of being a monk.
Do monks? Tell me more about monks. Do you worship anything?
Honestly, I went right off of the PowerPoint that you made.
Oh no!
description.
Have you not even looked at the page? Please tell me. Oh no!
We're gonna figure it out.
Oh no! Please go to the page right now. Have you made your character on the website?
Yeah.
Awesome. So that'll walk you through some.
I know that he's a monk. I
Excellent.
put down monk.
Does our final? All right, I'm gonna run and make sure that she can get in.
While Chase is gone, we're gonna talk more about Jar Jar Binks.
Look at Doobie's little binoculars. I know you can't see it, but
Please describe them.
He's got these cute little binoculars. They look like a little canteen. He's
so
so cute. He's such an ugly, cute
How do we know
boy.
You know what I think
Um,
might happen?
He's 35 pounds, a skinny legend.
Skinny legend.
I think that this might be a really good opportunity for Jar Jar Binks to get to the root of his commitment issue.
Okay.
Honestly.
As much fun as this banter is, we're gonna catch Ann up real quick.
I'm
Jacob
Doobie.
is a Trandoshan scout named Trask.
How's the other?
Your sister is a Shadrafan monk named Doobie.
Doobie.
Doobie's a little bat boy.
He's a little
He literally
ugly
looks
boy.
like a bat.
We love
So
that.
ugly.
Love to hear
Lindsay, to my chagrin, is Jar Jar Bonks a Gungan
Any
scout?
relation? Or is that...
No.
No?
Listen,
The Gungan's been described as hot, so no.
do you do you want to know the difference between Jar Jar Binks and Jar Jar Bonks?
A
Is
vowel.
one a Sith Lord?
He bonks.
He
I
do
hate
bonk.
that. Thank you for sharing. And by thank you, I mean please never say that again.
Man, how long is it going to
He
be until
do be
Chase
bonking.
kills me off?
Next episode.
Okay.
Alright. So, Anne, you want to tell us about your character?
Oh wow, I'm reading what a monk is. Wow.
Yeah, you really
Sorry.
chose this character.
Sorry.
Amazing. Okay, well, hello. I'm Anne. I am playing Nanu Voss. We love that. A Togruta. And y'all won't know her class yet. Chase knows.
Chase
I do
told us
know.
all.
That was my mistake.
Whoops. Okay. Well, then you get to experience the lovely world of roleplay where your characters don't know what class she is because she doesn't.
And as far as I know, we haven't said it on air yet. So whoever ends up listening to this,
Wait, are we not on air right now?
we are on
We
air
are
right
on
now.
air.
I was
But
We
none of
tried
us.
to stall
I,
for
I,
you.
I talked to them
see.
out there.
okay.
Not
I understand.
not in the radio world.
I got you.
Benedict Cumberbatch is in the booth, and it always scares me.
Oh yeah, that's my
is?
doing.
Yeah, I know. I hate
You're
it.
welcome.
I hate it.
No.
Oh.
He was the basis. Fun fact for our listeners at home who are return listeners, when I hosted this last semester,
And the semester before.
and the semester before, our main villain, Barth Brooks, was based off of Benedict Cumberbatch in appearance.
But also Garth Brooks in name and evil.
Yes. Garth
Tendency
Brooks's
for-
chaotic energy, Benedict Cumberbatch's serpentine
Mm-hmm.
appearance.
You know what I think the booth needs?
What does the booth need?
I think it needs a drawing of
Some
the
bonks.
soon to be the most beloved character on D90.
I can't wait.
I'm going to make a beautiful drawing of Mr. Jar Jar Bonks.
Get ready, I
to
might
quote
be changing
what I've
class.
been seeing on Twitter these days. We need to bring bullying back to WUA. And I'm going to start by bullying your character.
We should have.
Listen, it'll be just like how I live my life in the lobby, sweetie. This
Wow.
is nothing new.
Can I propose a question to the DM? Can I change my class at some point before next week?
Oh, honey.
I don't know what this
Okay,
means.
that'll actually segue me into something I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Because this is radio and we're very like narration and like story heavy because we want to make an entertaining product. I will not be adhering super tightly to the rules. There will be some flexibility, and I want to leave y'all some liberty to like tell the story that you want to tell with your character.
Oh,
And so, well, I can limit your story if I determine it
try.
to be hateful.
Oh, wow.
you can try.
Our God is a fickle and changeable one.
I think with that should bring us into welcome to the world of Star Wars, everyone.
Whoa. How depressing.
We open. Oh, you wanted this.
Oh, no. I love
Dad
it.
still
It's
has
just,
left the channel.
wow.
No, he's still
He's
here.
like, oh, I didn't realize y'all were nerds.
He heard Jar Jar Bonks and he left.
said
No.
bye.
No,
Okay.
no. Jar Jar Bonks
I don't
is
know. Like, I love Star Wars, but the world is depressing. It's constantly at war in the stars.
It is.
Jar Jar
Yeah.
Bonks is a Gungan of the people.
I hate this. I'm gonna begin now, and this is gonna be a bit of a monologue, and y'all don't get to talk.
Did we
Yes,
get
sir.
mood music? Oh, Dad still
Dad
is still
is
here.
still
I'm
here.
editing this
Man, he's
later.
still
We'll
here.
get music,
Is this
okay?
going to be
Get
a
it.
podcast?
This is going to be a podcast.
I just want to let you know I like
Because-
good
A podcast?
I would like to build my resume.
Wonderful. I would like to hop in on that.
You're gonna put this on your
Hi,
resume.
Mom,
With
still.
Yes.
producer credits,
Oh,
but
no.
me
This is
as
going on my
on-air
resume,
talent.
potentially for many professionals to see.
So, like, if I were to elaborate on the physicality of Jar Jar Bonks,
Look, I'm not going to dox you by mentioning your last name on air.
Lindsay Horn.
Whoa! I'm editing this.
Whoa. Not cool.
I think we should also be mindful that that did just peak the levels.
Oh, big time.
Does this peak the levels?
No.
Does this make it
The
feel
wrong show.
ASMR
really
on Monday.
uncomfortable?
Yeah, that,
Oh,
Good.
really?
Okay,
So
okay.
we're doing the ASMR show?
Okay, guys.
I
yes, the
I didn't know
ASMR
because
show
it
is still
wasn't
on.
before us.
This is not
No, it's on
enjoyable.
Oh,
Monday.
yeah. Wait, you're not speaking into a microphone.
let me scoot. I'll scoot over there.
Yeah, wait.
sure?
Yeah, sit by me.
Okay.
If
is
you
not an
heard
enjoyable
that,
product
if
so
you
far.
heard my full name, forget it. Just like do it. for
I'll
me.
edit it out.
Oh, I know. I'm speaking
Right,
to the
but you
listeners
can't
of.
edit
You're
it
speaking
out
to me
on air.
editing this.
Please take
Why?
dice sets so I can put
Yes,
away
ma'am.
this box.
Oh, I forgot to
How many,
bring
of
your
these,
dice.
how many of these do I need? Is this a bad time to mention that I've never played Dungeons
No,
and Dragons
you know,
before?
honestly, it's not going to be a very rules heavy. It's going to be story heavy. I want to tell a story.
so
and because I want to tell a story, we're starting.
Okay.
We open on
Is
Tatooine.
this for me?
No, like
Okay.
match you dice.
Okay.
This is awful. I'm going to cut all of you out.
Not Doobie.
Like, here's my podcast for my resume. Welcome to
This isn't for
D90.5.
my resume. I wanted to do this. I spent months writing
But
this.
who could
Listen.
forget
Silence.
Dear Bat Boy?
Chase is excited.
I'm going to ADR all of this
all
out.
excited.
I'm ADRing all of you right now.
You
You're
cannot
just gonna-
ADR
Wait,
out
no,
Jar
you'll
Jar
just
Bonks.
dub over all of us.
Yeah.
Like, assuming our voices, but, like, saying more intelligent things.
Yes. Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Whoa, I don't appreciate all of this slander.
Some more vocal fry into Lindsay's maybe.
Whoa. You guys, I don't appreciate all
Oh
of this
my
slander.
god!
All right, so
I come on here for one
okay,
show.
We're beginning. We're beginning. It's
We're
been 15
starting
minutes.
I
We
feel
open.
cyberbullied. Chase,
Good.
continue.
This is bullying in real life.
We open. This is not listenable. It's been 15 minutes.
Welcome to D90.
Welcome to the show.
That's how it is.
Okay, continue.
We open on Mos Eisley Cantina on the planet of Tatooine in the weeks following the destruction of the first Death Star. Obviously, there's been lots of agitation in the area as the Imperials are starting to learn of the identity of who exactly blew up the first Death Star. Because of the events of Star Wars: A New Hope, which if you haven't seen, what are you doing? Why are you listening? Not you personally. I'm just.
You were looking directly into
This
my
is
eyes.
this is radio,
Making direct
and
eye contact.
this is radio.
You're peaking the levels.
I
Okay.
just
We're in
learned
real life.
that Doobie
All right.
has 4 nostrils.
He's a bat.
All the better
made
for
this
Jar Jar
character.
Bonks to.
This is the second time that Isabel's made a character and not known about it.
Anything.
Classic.
So
Third.
No,
we
I knew what I was
open
doing with that
we
one.
open on Mos Eisley Cantina in the weeks following the destruction of the first Death Star. The Imperial presence on Tatooine has spiked. There are many more patrols. There are many more bases and stations around the planet as they try to investigate who this nobody was that did blow up the Death Star. So that brings us to Mos Eisley Cantina, a noted wretched hive of scum and villainy, where we meet our characters. You all have been contacted by Alantha Barrand, who contacted you by passing off comlinks to you as you were around Tatooine. I'm going to leave it to y'all to expand your backstory if you really want. Not backstory right now, but how did you hear? And what are you feeling about it? So here we are. We're in the cantina. For those of y'all at home who are not familiar with the cantina, we're gonna get
Just keep
copyright
talking.
strike.
Just keep talking. Just keep talking.
So if you enter the cantina, there's that long sort of oblong bar in the middle. You walk in, you're on the left, you're in this back corner right here. All 4 of y'all are sitting. You know that you've all been contacted by the same person because of your matching comlinks, which we'll get to describing in just a second.
I bedazzled mine.
Yes, it can be
There are
sequined.
4 of us.
There
4
are 4 of y'all.
nostrils.
Wait.
I would like to amend that map by saying that DJ R3X lives in the opposite corner in Star Wars lands. Most likely.
Well, I believe the events of Star Wars Land are a little bit after this.
I'm kidding.
So the 4
Yeah,
of
yeah.
y'all.
I'm just gonna check the
I just
chat
wanted
real
to be
quick.
that person.
4 of y'all are here
myself.
in the back left corner.
Wow, we look so good.
You're here.
Especially Jar Jar
Chillin'.
Bonks.
That's just Doobie. That's just his face.
And in walks to the front door the person that you've been expecting. You have not heard this person's voice. You've received all messages and transmissions on how to get to this cantina where you're going to be through a series of codes similar to Morse code.
So we don't know each other either.
You don't know each other either. I don't even think that you might have even communicated. You might have just been set here by fate, by
Force.
the Force,
The hand of-
by plot armor.
Hi
What's the
guys,
strength of
I'm
that plot
Doobie.
armor?
The strength of that.
Oh my
Hi.
god, nice to meet you. Hang on, hang on. I'm gonna.
Oh god.
So,
Nice to meet you.
through the front door walks a
I know.
humanoid woman who you see reach into her pocket and grab a comlink. and she raises it to her mouth, and you hear, where are y'all? Where are y'all sitting in the bar? I need to find y'all.
We're in the back.
corner.
We're in the back.
Bar with juice.
Sorry.
Some
We're in the
sort of
back.
Juice.
So,
Some sort of
space
space
juice.
juice.
I love it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sizing
does
up
anyone
the other
does
three.
anyone respond?
Yes.
I just raise a finger. A
Okay.
claw.
Which one?
A single claw.
The pointer claw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nanu was
Yeah,
probably
3.
like scoping out everyone and
Mhm.
noticed like people around her are also responding to like
Mhm.
the voice that she hears. So she's gonna like not do anything to like observe first.
Okay.
Because
So
that
not
took
responding.
her off guard.
Okay.
Because
Doobie's
she
gonna
thought she was
say-
the only one here.
Gotcha.
Doobie's gonna say, "We're right over here."
Out
Jar
loud.
Jar Bonks is too busy
Very
getting
good.
hit on by every single patron in the cantina.
It's just a small crowd.
So Jar Jar Bonks is in the middle of...
Get in line.
Doobie gets like the
Jar Jar
side eye
Bonks-
because he's like,
Jar Jar Bonks has never paid for a drink.
Never.
So she walks over towards Trask, because Trask and Doobie, because you two are the only ones who have affirmed, and she says, "Do you know anything about why I brought you here?"
"Not really, no."
I know you're paying us.
Well, we'll get to that in just a second, won't we? My name is... I've gone and forgotten my name. My name... I can edit all this silence out.
Isn't it Alantha Baron or is it someone
Yes.
else? Okay.
My name is... My name is Alantha Barrand, and I work with some people who have heard about your particular set of skills, and I think you might be very useful around this part of town. Before we begin, I have some questions for the two of you.
Shoot.
Okay.
How do you feel about the recent event that transpired around Yavin?
Just gonna narrow my lizard eyes and try to suss out whether or not she's an Imperial.
Well, before I explain myself, I just wanted to know that things are going to be all right. If they're not all right, I have ways of dealing with that in addition. The two of you have your comm links, I assume?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you'll press that button on the bottom and slide it out, I'd like to show you something. Do you press the button on the bottom and slide it out?
I do.
I don't.
Killed us all.
Excellent.
It's a bomb.
So, you press the button on the bottom of the comm link and you slide it out, and you see the insignia of the Rebel Alliance, which you may or may not be familiar with. We'll dive into that.
I'm
just a
looking
little
over Doobie's shoulder to see what it is.
So,
Did you not?
No,
Okay, but
I don't
okay.
trust.
do you know what this symbol is?
Are these the rebels?
Shh.
Just yell at
Not so loud.
rebels.
Doobie's
Not so,
just
not so loud.
Doobie's just a kind
Rubbing my
man.
forehead.
Let him be.
Look, the
Rebels?
Imper...
I hardly know her.
Okay, I'll say it quietly. I'll be like, "Ha."
Okay, we've got to be quiet. The Imperials are everywhere. They'll hear you. They'll hear you. They have spies everywhere. They could be here. In fact, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about y'all right now. You're not being very secretive about this. I reached out to y'all because I really don't have many options left, and I heard that y'all would work for money and maybe for the right reasons. I'm not sure which is going to fall on y'all yet, but I have a favor I need to ask of y'all.
Okay.
So at this point, it's just the two of y'all who have responded.
I was gonna like. Nanu was like staying low key, but like was observing.
Okay.
So like probably the minute they like started like huddling, and like it was clear that it wasn't like I don't know. She'd
Okay.
like inch over, so like I was gonna try to like subtly glance like at what they're doing. I'm
Do I-
assuming they're
okay,
standing
do
in
I
like a little
notice
circle
her
with the
inching
like
over?
comms link like out.
Here's how we're going to handle this. Nanu Voss, get over here.
Cool. Yes, ma'am.
That was through the comm link.
Wait. Oh.
And through the comm link, Jar Jar, you hear, Jar Jar Bonks, get over here right now. I need to talk to you.
Oh, I'll talk to you about whatever you want.
I'm incredibly not interested.
Are we hearing?
I
Like,
cannot
Jar Jar
understate.
Binks? Like
I definitely think he said it back through the comm link.
No, he definitely said it back through the comm link. He's a professional. Jar Jar Bonks is making his way over to join the party.
Excellent.
Wading
Very
through
good.
cinders.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna
Ladies,
Gentlemen,
please.
mayhaps.
listen. Whatever you are, I'll make time for one of you later.
Oh,
Maybe
one monogamist.
maybe 5.
As y'all might have noticed, our lovely part of town has been under occupation from some rather interesting folks recently. The Imperials. I think I can go ahead and say that.
Okay.
They self-identify as Imperials. I think it's fine.
They do the whole armor thing. They walk around. They do the marching, and you hear the ominous music wherever they go. It's
Just playing.
it's
always
atrocious.
Solo.
They all have like little Bluetooth speakers.
It's canon
They
that
do.
They have like an Imperial
Speakers in their
march.
home.
Yeah, because without it, it's just the sound of plastic hitting plastic.
Yeah, how would they know how to step in time, Anne? John
They're
Williams.
all-
John
no,
Williams.
I'm
exists in
telling
the
you,
Star Wars
I've
universe.
never seen. I think this is like the evil fate of all the marching band kids. I'll say it.
The darkest timeline.
So,
But like, yeah,
as y'all might have seen, there have been more Imperials poking their heads around recently.
I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, have y'all seen anything that you want to report before I begin?
I had a little bit of difficulty coming here, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing I couldn't handle.
Did they stop you?
They tried to.
They didn't see the comlink, did they?
No.
Good.
I'm a smuggler by trade. I
Me
have
too,
a special
Very
place
good.
for things like that.
Very good. I won't
Don't
inquire.
ask me what
It's
it
a.
is.
I'm sure it's a smuggler's trade secret. I won't pry. As you can tell, there's been an increased presence around here, and my employers are not entirely sure why they seem to be so interested in Tatooine. We believe it's because of a certain member of our movement. However, we're not sure how they would know that, seeing as far as we know, in their little altercation on the Death Star, nobody said anything. Nobody talked, other than that one guy who was from here and didn't make it back.
Where did you go?
You know, that's a great question.
Is that our?
I wish this were a Star Wars just talk show where we could just talk about why did he just do that?
I'm sorry. I'll be more professional.
So
Walk us through your thought process.
walk us through your thought process. So, we believe there's a reason they're around here a little bit more often. And we don't know how close they are to finding what they're looking for. In fact, we don't know what they're looking for. We need to start to figure that out. And I think they have a little bit too much of an idea who we are and who make us up. So we've started freelancing some of our work like this, which is where you come in. We don't have nearly enough information for y'all to go off of. I'm sure that you're used to more professional contracts, maybe not the bat one over there.
Not really.
Yeah.
But I'm sure
I'm just happy to be here.
I'm sure Doobie will do the work that he needs to
Oh,
do.
he'll
He's
do be the work.
enthusiastic.
He's eager. So we don't have to talk credits right now. We don't have to talk any sort of monetary reward. You will be justly compensated.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm,
Oh, there's money
I'm with
involved in
Mandu
this?
on this.
Cool.
Maybe
Do you-
we want to?
Maybe you want to? I'm not
Let's hear
exactly
the job first.
Yeah.
The job.
What's the risk? Like,
all we know right now is the stormtroopers are investigating sandcrawlers. And I don't
Wall machine?
yes.
Ew.
The big sort of rolling tank things that
That's
belong
racist.
they belong to the Jawas. They do their scavenging. They live out of there. I'm sure you're familiar. You see them all the time around here. They've been investigating them more recently, and we don't entirely know why. We think it might be something to do with just scarcity of parts following a big loss. It might be something to do with something we just don't know about. So I need y'all to do your best to find out what's going on with these Imperials and the Sandcrawlers. They would show no interest normally. Jawas are our hermit people, and they just do their best to get by. We don't know why they've been so interested.
It's a fair point.
And at this point, we don't think it's entirely nefarious, but I think people more higher up than me have a really bad feeling about this.
huh?
That was not intentional. So they've offered me a large sum of credits to make sure that there's nothing going on here. We do have some things around here we would like to keep secret, and we are prepared to exhaust whatever resources you see fit to make sure they stay in our hands.
So are we getting like a credit card of sorts that we can spend at will?
We're prepared to offer
You
you.
don't need another credit card.
We just brought a personal issue onto this.
Ouch.
I don't think that Nanu and Dewey really know about credit cards.
About Anne's
We're
financial situation.
Anne. I've never met an Anne.
we're
Dewey's
prepared.
just trying to
Do you want to hear about how much money you're gonna get for
Yes.
this job or not?
get money.
I'm interested.
We're prepared to offer you 800,000 credits.
I can get a nose job.
Listen.
That is not individual.
Oh.
That is
Split by 4.
split by 4. However you see fit. I'm not here to dictate your
However.
So
percentages.
Jar Jar Bonks gets 700,000 credits.
In
y'all
advance,
get-
we are willing to pay you.
Put a pin in that one.
We are willing to pay you 20,000 credits in advance. Should you take this job
Each.
each?
Each.
So
Say less.
I believe you'll find that is a 10% of your total cut after the end of this job. How's that sound?
Sick. Yeah.
I'm a fan.
Excellent.
You should have. I would have been here sooner.
Well, I thought that might interest you.
Come here often?
Kind of.
Second.
I've got an associate in the back office here. As soon as we make our way around,
You know the owner?
I didn't say it was the owner, did I?
Oh,
Ooh.
I've got an associate.
because this is really good. I would like.
It's a
some
member
more.
of the
Really
band.
good. You like that blue milk?
Yeah.
That's disgusting. You're revolting. Have you seen how they farm that? That's
It's
gross.
better than
What is- I
the
don't
green
even know
milk.
what it is.
No,
I
it's
just-
the green.
The green milk?
I just
I'm
green
sorry.
milk.
sitting here and
You want to buy some death sticks?
You're going to go home and rethink your life.
I would like to point out I didn't say that.
that's not canon.
We're going to walk around this other side to these stairs here. And we're going to go see my associate in the basement. However, I
we
would
noticed?
keep an eye out. I'm not sure
Yeah,
we
I
can
was gonna-
trust
I'm looking around
everyone
to
in
make
this
sure we don't
bar.
Get tailed.
Like who? What's how,
Oh, Jar
how
Jar
full
Bonks
is the
gets
like?
tail
What's
all
the
the
bar
time.
look like right
The
now?
bar is bustling.
Okay.
I'm not sure what the peak times are for a bar in a desert town in the middle of nowhere, but
With 2 suns.
it is
That's
unusually
2
unusually crowded in here in terms of people you consider to be non-imperials. However, they have been known to recruit spies of any sort of alien creed or whatever. So, knowing that you're going to align yourself with the rebellion,
Is anyone wearing Mandalorian armor?
you don't hear any ominous music, and Pedro Pascal is nowhere nearby.
All right.
What about Baby Yoda?
I wish you would stop asking about him.
I love him.
So
Doobie will adopt a child.
you're going to proceed your way around the bar to these stairs. However, I would ask that y'all keep an eye out on the walk.
Okay.
I don't
we
know
should all
if I've not
probably,
been
like,
noticed.
Trickle out, or like not walk as a group of 4.
Good idea.
I'm sorry, I'm waving to my friend.
In the
You have
cantina.
friends?
Yes, my friend in the cantina.
Yes.
I'm signaling
So
my
immersive.
associate in the basement. Thank you
Hot.
very much.
Cool.
So, the group of the 5 of you begin to walk around the bar. What do you do?
I'm just looking for suspicious folks.
I want to
And
see.
finishing the rest of my green milk.
I thought it was blue milk.
It changes color
I
as
mean-
you drink it, like those cups.
I
Gotcha.
would say that Jar Jar Bonks is looking to see if anyone is watching him, but everyone is watching Jar Jar Bonks.
Yeah.
So-
should we
all
like
the
roll
time.
perception?
I
Like, if we're
am
looking for
heavily
spies?
pushing you towards a perception roll.
Yeah.
It's a crowded bar,
Which one
and I
do you-
don't think
which one
just
do you
keeping your
use
eyes
for
open
that?
will help. D20.
Which one is that? Is it this one?
And what'd you roll?
2.
2?
Wait, I don't think I have
That's
a
going
20.
to be a 14.
Let's see.
A 14.
Okay, here's a 20.
We love that.
14 plus what?
Oh, 12 plus 2.
12 plus 2?
18.
18. Very good.
Which strength is this?
That's perception is just a roll.
Oh, it's 7.
Plus wisdom, which is a -1, so you have
Oh.
a 6.
Oh,
Um,
wait. That's a 5. I forgot.
Gotcha. Basically, since all of y'all are rolling, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to describe the bar to you. So, starting from where you all are around the left corner, you just see a group of aliens. No one entirely sticks out to you. Think the actual cantina scene. It's just sort of a motley crew.
Is Max Rebo here?
No, he's on Jabba the Hutt's barge.
I hate this. I hate this so much. Do you want to let me finish?
No.
Canonically, Nanu might know him.
Do you want to let me speak? So
Continue,
all the way
please.
around the bar, you see various groups of aliens, humanoid figures, all the way around. You've got some Jawas sitting here in this back corner. You've got some more aliens. And who is it on stage other than Figure and Dawn, band leader of the Modal Nodes,
Oh my god.
playing their good Cantina hits? Both Cantina 1 and 2.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
You hear
You
someone
mean
shout.
them just
You
goes
hear
up,
someone
"I
shout.
love you!"
You hear someone shout. Play the other one. They said, we don't have any other ones. Play number 2 again.
Oh my god.
Doobie just goes over there and he starts rocking out.
All right. So that's pretty much all you see. There's a barkeep behind the counter, just a grumpy old man.
Okay.
So you make your way around the bar, and I'm gonna say you get to the opposite corner here.
Is that where the entrance is? Or where's the
The entrance is down here at the bottom.
Cool.
Opposite corner here is cellar stairs to the basement, where you're going to be meeting your associate. You get about here to the cellar stairs, and you hear commotion at the front entrance.
Ooh.
From the front entrance, you see stride into the bar. You see 6 stormtroopers, 1 heavy trooper, and a junior officer of the Imperial Navy.
Yikes.
You hear Alantha say, I don't know how they found me. They couldn't possibly have found me. I was so careful. And what do you do?
So, are they like making a beeline for the back, or are they just here?
They're here at the front entrance.
Okay.
Are they looking specifically at us?
They're looking for something, but you can't tell what it is. Just
I'm gonna turn to Alantha and be like, so your associate down in the basement, like how obviously a secret associate is this gonna be if we like went down and hid you down there and like cover you?
oh, I think we just need to get downstairs. I
Okay.
I trust this person
Okay.
with my life. I don't know why they're here. I don't know why they've noticed us. Let's just go.
All right, we're gonna move. Jar Jar Binks is gonna move really fast towards the stairs.
Okay.
Should I cover for you? I can tell you I can tell them that you went the other way. I'm good at lies.
Okay.
Well, do they even know they were?
Let's get everyone's actions first, just so we know if we're splitting the party this early in the bar.
If we split, I'll go with you. What's your name?
Trask.
Cool.
Okay.
Nanu.
Doobie's so small, he's just gonna make a run for it.
Stick out
Okay.
To where?
To the stairs to go to the basement.
So
love
Doobie and
mercy.
Jar Jar are. Let me just get this clear. Doobie and Jar Jar are headed to the stairs,
Aww.
and Trask
God.
and Nanu
maybe
are
our
headed
hands
to.
brush.
Are you going to go speak to the officer?
Babe.
Let's just at the bar, like right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Excellent.
If any of them try to go down to the cellar, we'll like
Okay.
intervene.
Yeah. Is there a way, like, I'm gonna be like, blockade the door if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll post
Like,
up right here.
To Jar Jar.
Gotcha.
With the
To
rest of my
both of you.
Okay.
Okay,
Jar Jar.
So
got it.
this isn't a back door; it's stairs downstairs to a
Okay.
basement. So you two try the door. Mm-hmm. It's locked.
What's her name?
I keep blanking on her name. Alantha.
Does Alantha have the key?
No,
Is she with us?
there is no key. It should just be
Oh.
open. It should just be open.
Is there a lock?
Can I strength?
There's
roll
no
to
lock.
bust
It's a
down?
sliding door. It's a sliding door that is closed shut.
Can I strength roll to bust it down?
Could a force of some kind
Could a force of some
open
kind?
it?
Lindsay, do you want to make a strength roll to
Yeah,
try
which
to
dice
bust
do
it
I
down?
use? Which dice do I use?
A
Newtonian or
D20
otherwise?
plus your strength modifier.
Okay, cool. Here we go.
So wait, the door is blocked.
So wait.
Ooh, 17 plus 2, that's a 19.
17 plus 2?
baby.
Yeah.
Excellent. So how are you gonna like knock it?
I'm just gonna like shoulder. You know how like you know how in like TV shows, like in the cop TV shows, the dude is just like, FBI, you know, he busts
So
down
like
the door.
very loudly and obviously.
No. I'm saying I'm gonna like lead with my shoulder, and like Jar Jar Bonks is a pretty big like Gungan. I'd say he's like 6'6".
Okay.
Oh, Jar Jar
I'm
Bonks
gonna.
is kinds of hot.
Here's what I'm
baby.
gonna do. You rolled very well to knock it down.
Hot.
You throw yourself against the door, and it doesn't move, and you slide to the ground, and you've made a very loud sound.
Weird.
Okay,
And
okay.
It reverberates through what you assume is the stairwell behind it, and the Imperials look your way.
Oh.
Doobie
gonna
is
be
so
like-
small. You can just pretend.
Hey man,
Like
you've had a lot to drink.
Yeah, Jar Jar Bonks is gonna act like he's way too drunk.
All right, I want
You
to just
sure?
I want to continue this for a second.
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Okay,
get
cool.
back to here.
We're paused.
So
Oh
the
wait,
two of you,
wait, are we separate?
Yeah,
Because
we're
I never
separate.
went downstairs.
well, they're like at the back door, and y'all are
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
in this
I thought we were
mid-area
all
here?
together then. Then never mind.
Not yet. So the two of y'all.
I didn't do anything.
So what are you gonna continue to do?
Okay, so I'm going to go. Hey, have you had a lot to drink tonight?
I'm gonna say yes.
Maybe
It's
we
noon.
should get you in a seat.
Okay, so I
Because-
think they're
Okay.
far enough away at the front entrance that they can't hear a conversation you're having, but they could hear the slamming of a large body
Well,
against the
Doobie is
door.
going to. So Doobie is like 2.5.
Please remember, there's also a band playing, and it is a full bar.
No. Okay,
So before you continue this conversation, I just wanted to let you know.
so Doobie's gonna kind of just grab Jar Jar's hand and like lead him to the bar and make him sit.
Oh my god, did our hands just touch?
They absolutely did.
Oh
So-
my
Doobie
god.
is like 2.5 feet tall.
The two of you are sitting
That's
at the
just the
bar
right height.
around here.
Yes, and I'm gonna
That size difference.
and I'm gonna get like a water or something and be like, oh wow, like you're so drunk.
Okay.
Get you a man who's like
So-
4 feet tall.
The two of y'all are standing
That's the
about
dream,
here at the
baby.
bar. They're standing here at the bar, and
This whole time I'm trying to think of
Alantha
a plan because as a monk,
is-
I can.
I guess
probably
with
do
them
something.
because
gonna
they were
pray?
unsuccessful in going downstairs.
No,
Okay,
the whole
cool.
thing with the monks is like they
So
don't have
Atlanta's
the
gonna be
force,
A.
but they're like.
We're gonna
Okay.
have 6 S's
And
for
those are the-
stormtroopers, 1 H, the heavy trooper in the back, and the O for the officer in the front. He's sort of leading the way.
You see a quick movement, and the comm link disappears from my ear, and it's gone.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So the comlink is just kind of a little microphone you hold, think
Oh,
like
it's a
C3PO.
mic. Oh, I
Yeah.
assumed it was like a Bluetooth.
No, not necessarily.
It's an
an
AirPod.
think, think like that, like a little handheld mic.
Okay. Well, it's gone.
Okay,
I just do one of these. And then...
concealed it. Very
Whoa.
good.
Magician.
So are the two of you? What's your sort of move right now?
Well, I guess the move, like, we're separate from them in the back who just drew a ton of attention to themselves.
Oh, I draw attention.
So
to
we're
myself.
I have a really crappy gun called a holdout,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not my main gun.
Mhm.
So I am going to. Are there any aliens next to me at the bar?
It is a full bar. There's about
Alright.
6 people in between you and the
I'm
Imperials
going
right
to
now.
try and pick out the drunkest one and plant the gun on him.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you roll a d20 for that.
I have like sleight of hand
Gotcha.
efficiency. Yes, that's gonna be 19.
A 19. So you're gonna go ahead and so you walk past a large hairy alien, and you stick the gun in his back waistband, and he does not feel a thing. You continue and you look down the row of people you just passed, and everyone has guns because this is Mos Eisley Cantina. However,
Saves me from yelling. He's got a gun.
and everyone goes, "Oh,
me?
me!" But
Are
you
we
were
not
successful in
supposed to
planting this
have
gun.
guns? So they're all like,
No, you all have your weapons.
okay.
I have a gun.
Everyone is strapped.
Oh,
Mine at the door.
if we're talking,
No.
What is
Oh,
this?
sweet.
you,
Summer
left, you left yours at the door? Do you
How long have
did
you
you
been a
leave your gun
smuggler,
at the
kid?
door?
Well, I have an electro staff, but I left my guns at the door.
Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
did a
head
lot of
towards the
research
door.
on the
Yeah.
they're at the front door.
Oh.
They're at the doorway.
oh no.
I would go ahead. You did not have to do this, but now it's established and you have an
It's
electro
real.
staff.
It's real.
Very good. I don't even know where you left your guns. There's not a gun check.
I
It's
just dropped them on the ground, I guess.
There was some guy at the
Just
front
did
who like
He
was
goes,
trying,
"I'll
was
take your
like looking
guns."
for guns. He was like, "Yeah, there's a storage fee, and I take your gun."
I
No,
love
he
that.
just held out a little
Okay.
bucket. He
I'm
was
down
like, all right,
with
put him in.
credits Just from gun storage.
Yeah.
Stole my guns.
So,
It's like buying an elevator pass in like high school.
so
Oh,
y'all, you truly do not have a
My
gun.
gun.
That's very good. And what are you thinking? What are you doing?
So Nanu's gonna like, as low key ready her vibro spear, just like like lean against it like a walking stick.
Gotcha.
But like it's out.
Gotcha.
Gonna like ignore the guys in the back making all the commotion and try to get the drop on the stormtroopers if they like kind of like she'll let them pass without any like
Without any
disruption.
sort of- okay.
But that way like they'll be behind her and like they can kind of like close ranks if need be.
Gotcha.
Like around the stormtroopers.
Sure.
Gotcha. All right.
that?
So
Continue.
you two have sort of just kind of posted up right here, and the two of y'all and Alantha. I really should have created this character more than like 30 minutes before this. I realized I did not come up
She's
with a
gonna
name
join
for
the
her.
party.
Chase,
Yes.
you're valid.
Thank you. So here's how this is going to play out. 3 of the stormtroopers are going to break off to this side of the bar where y'all first met. And then, so that leaves 3 stormtroopers here along with an officer and a heavy trooper. The heavy trooper is going to stay by the front door. The officer and the 3 stormtroopers that stayed with him are going to start flanking this way. And you hear them mumbling and asking if anyone's seen anything suspicious recently.
Like a large Gungan slamming against a door.
They didn't ask if anyone's heard anything
Okay,
suspicious.
cool. So
So, they're like
we're
asking,
in the clear.
Like
We're good.
people around us that or talking to. Okay.
In fact, you hear the officer say, character voice, spread out and look for the target.
Cool.
So you
There's your
see
backs.
the 3 flank around the other side, and the officer and the 3 stormtroopers are slowly making their way through a cloud, looking very closely and talking with people along the way. And they get to you. What do the 2 of y'all do?
I don't say anything. I don't look at them.
I'm just gonna like.
I kick myself internally
For getting rid of your
last
gun, yeah. Probably not the move.
I still got a stick.
I'm gonna try to like create a distraction. Like I'm gonna try to trip one of the other patrons. Pretty
Okay.
much I'm banking on there being a low-key brawl about to break out. Cause like it seems like there are a lot of people here, all of whom are strapped.
Except
and-
for Tress.
And drunk. So I'm just gonna try to like low key trip somebody,
Okay.
and then like shout, "Oh my god, he's got a gun!"
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm
We all
gonna make
have
this.
guns.
I'm gonna make this. I think a performance role. I don't know how to describe a Three Stooges goof, and he's got a gun. Maybe. Do you want to make an argument for anything else?
I mean, let's see. Yeah, I have no modifier
How about
for performance
a
or anything.
deception? How about a deception roll?
Deception I can do.
Does that do you better?
Yes.
Excellent.
Cool. So,
Oh no.
What are we looking
a 9
A 9
plus.
plus.
Not great.
Okay.
Very middle of the road for
Shoot, what's the
Nanu.
deception
gonna
modifier?
shove
Deception
That-
modifier
Charisma?
is charisma. Yes.
That's an 11.
11. Okay. So.
And I'm
let me-
gonna act drunk.
I'm just gonna pull up some stats. So
Oh my god!
on an 11,
He's got a gun!
on an 11, here's what happens. So the officer and the stormtroopers are like distracted by your move here. They see you trip and yell, "He's got a gun," and they move over towards you to try to secure the situation. And they ask, "Excuse me, what's going on here?"
Oh my god, thank god you guys are here. This man was like trying to pickpocket me. And so like, oh my god, like clearly like I don't want that. And so I'm like, dude, back off. And he doesn't do that. And so I try to like leave the situation, and then he pulls his gun at me.
Look,
and he tried to push me to the ground.
I'm entirely uninterested in your story here. I don't care about your dribbling antics. I need to know something
Aren't
from you.
Aren't you supposed to be, like, protecting the galaxy?
Protect and serve.
Like,
I am here for one reason only. I am looking for something out of the ordinary. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
this band is out of this world. They're exceptionally good.
I will
Have you
not-
heard, like, their singles?
I will not ask you again.
There are two singles,
child.
Cantina Band number 1 and Cantina Band number 2.
Release
Both are bops. Bangers only.
Listen, might be a contender for Record of the Year.
I will
It'll
not
get
ask you
snubbed,
again. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary? And you, tall lizard man, get over here.
All right, she's going to be like, I mean, out of the ordinary, we're in a bar.
Have you seen anything from around here out of the ordinary? Something out of place from what should normally be going on this garbage, dust-infected, sand-ridden planet?
So, you mean shady bar patrons and creeps?
I don't mean shady. I mean a true ne'er-do-well. Someone who...
I'm looking around at everyone armed to the teeth.
Look, I don't have time. And he starts yelling about how uncooperative.
This is creating a distraction, yes. So they could
Oh
presumably
my
be
God,
doing
yeah,
things
I
in the
was gonna
back,
ask,
like
what is
disguising
However-
themselves or hiding or
However-
what?
You hear a voice behind you go, sorry, no, let me help you. And it's Alantha. And she's walked over to the two of you, and she's starting to talk to the officer. At which time, I guess I'm going to have a dialogue with myself.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Excuse me, ma'am, what are you doing speaking up for the two of these people? And Alantha turns around and she looks at you and she says, well, what they were trying to say is we haven't seen anything out of the... we truly haven't seen anything out of the ordinary.
Out of the
The
unordinary?
ordinary.
She can't lie. That's
She's
like her fault.
she is lying poorly. And you see the officer lean in and he says,
Lean in. Sorry.
he says, just exactly what is your name? And Alantha, she
Go.
freezes. She doesn't know what to do.
My name is Trask.
He's not listening to you. He's intently focused on her right now.
Hey,
Because who would approach an Imperial officer on behalf of two other people? It's kind of an odd move for around here for how things are going right now. People don't usually voluntarily talk to them.
How old is Alantha?
She appears to be maybe in her late 20s.
Okay.
So
is
very
she hot?
very young.
Okay.
Very
Sorry.
she seems
humanoid?
yes. She seems very like in a situation like this she was very smooth talking to you, but when it comes to action she seems very inexperienced. She
Okay, cool.
as a lot of rebels are, honestly. It's a very like grassroots movement. So that's what's happened. She's frozen.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, okay, Athena.
Athena, Alantha.
But different.
Athena.uga.
What are the storm?
I'm gonna. Yeah. Wait. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. What are they doing? Because we're talking to the officers.
So
Are they right
they're circled behind him, not staring because they have masks on,
Yeah.
but they're watching this interaction.
Okay. And I'm gonna be like, oh my god, Athena, like, you really didn't have to, like, stick up for this like that. I'm sorry. You know I have a problem with authority. Because I'm young and dumb.
And broke.
Yep.
She is still
And full
frozen.
of stupidity.
young, dumb, and full of,
Jar Jar Bonks.
That's worse.
I hate this
Do
a
we have
lot.
to dump that?
No.
We should.
We love the line and
I will
towing it.
edit this out.
But yeah, she's still frozen.
You're talking to her,
Okay.
but she hasn't turned around to face you. She's still just staring at this officer. She is.
So she's in front of me.
Yes.
Back to me. Okay, cool.
Jar Jar Bonks is hanging back because he doesn't want to draw any extra attention.
Gotcha.
any more than he already has.
Yeah, literally.
Excellent.
Trust
Doobie's just like, so what are you up to?
The two of y'all, you'll have your moment just in a second. Okay. So
Jar
you
Jar
see
Bonks
Alantha staring at this officer, and he starts to inquire what she's doing. And in a moment of panic, she reaches for her waistband, and she goes to pull a blaster on him. He takes a vibro dagger from his hip, and he stabs her in the gut. She drops to the ground in front of you. The bar comes to a stop. This is not an unusual occurrence in a bar. There's very frequently fights like this, and honestly, it's too packed to see what's happened to her.
Oh my god, he's got a vibro dagger.
She is dropped to the ground, and she still hasn't said anything. She made no sound. She was just laying there. So what do the two of you do? If you make any move,
We're dead.
I guarantee
We
that
will enter combat.
something will go poorly.
I'm just gonna. walk
R.I.P.
away.
You're just gonna walk away. The two of y'all are gonna walk away.
I'm gonna be like,
I'm gonna try.
yeah,
and
she
blend
really
into
didn't
the
have to
crowd.
do that.
Listen, rip to her, but we're different.
So
Mumble something in Trandoshan and walk away. Yeah.
awesome. So, she's laying there, and you see every stormtrooper brandish a pair of handcuffs, and they start to continue to fan out along the bar. They leave her on the ground, and you hear the officers shout, "Spread out! Find the Jawa!"
Oh.
So,
we're
The
fine.
or all of them? You
I
said
The-
remember
Okay.
we saw some Jawas.
Yeah.
Jawa.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh,
so we're
Oh.
good.
One or
Oh, we're
a few.
fine.
We're fine.
There were
What
a
are we
few,
worried
Just a
about?
few.
Oh wait, but I'm so
there was a
short.
group.
What if I get
There was a group here by the
planted?
front door.
You're a bat.
And you're
They're wearing
assuming the
hoods.
only
It's okay.
reason
Okay.
that they haven't been seen is because there's
Quick,
a bit of
throw
a
on a
partition.
cloak.
Kinda small folks.
They are kind of small.
Small guys.
But the issue facing y'all is they're starting to continue to push into the crowd, and they have taken notice of the two of you because you have talked to them, and because you were with the person who did
Get stabbed.
try to shoot the officer. So they raise handcuffs to the two of you, and what do? Their hands are occupied.
Yeah,
Their
they
blasters
don't have
are
hands
at their
now.
hips.
Okay.
The officer is the only one who you can see his gun is to his hip. The three stormtroopers on the other side of the bar do have their blasters, but there is the bar in between them.
Yeah.
So what do?
Okay. Let's see.
So
Out of desperation.
And this is technically like
Yeah.
an attack of opportunity. If
Yeah.
you do,
going to, in one fluid motion, pull out the electrostaff and try to hit both of them. So I got a 2-weapon fighting feature.
gotcha. So, so we're gonna go ahead and assume they're surprised. So roll to attack.
So that's a 9 on one.
Okay.
Stay.
Jar Jar Bonks is just
No,
straight
11 on the
chilling.
Okay.
Like
so
he's having a good time.
But I have advantage if
kinda
they haven't
flirting.
acted.
Oh.
Okay.
Trying.
Yes.
Oh.
So go ahead and take
For the
advantage
first,
on that.
First one's 11.
He's 3
And
feet, so
That's
second
that's
one
perfectly
It'll
tall
never
enough.
work.
is a 21.
21.
Very insecure about
Okay.
that height.
So here's how this is gonna happen. So there's two troopers who have come around to your side, and you swing at one, and you miss, and you swing at the other, and you connect.
Got him.
Aw.
Go ahead.
Connected.
Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
Okay. 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage.
And you
Okay.
attacked who?
One of the
Not all of them.
stormtroopers, over here, this one, who have come around the officer, and they've come around the officer, and they're confronting y'all with handcuffs. So they're currently unarmed. I'm just gonna go ahead and
Is the officer still paying attention to us?
yes.
Oh. Crap.
He's paying attention to y'all in that he's stayed aware of his surroundings. However, he's looking at the body under him.
Okay.
The body, the prone,
Yeah, wait. Yeah, is she like
the
dead?
prone figure. You see
She
her.
hasn't paid us yet.
You see her. You see her.
We may
sort
die.
of-
So.
You see her sort of like twitch and curl to one side, like there is some life still in her.
We've been there.
I'm just typing up some values right now
Woohoo.
I'm just gonna give
because
a
I
quick
did
little.
honestly I did not know how this confrontation was going to go, and I'm very happy it went this way.
Yay.
I've got some fun stuff lined up.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna
um,
give a quick little
Fun for
update
you.
on Jar Jar Bonks.
Oh, before that, 90.5 is WUG Athens
Yes,
FM. You're currently listening to
sir.
D90.5. This is our Star Wars themed season of Dungeons and Dragons. If we want to go around and just give our names and characters one more time, I'm your DM Chase.
I am Lindsay, aka Jar Jar Bonks.
Why is he named Jar Jar Bonks, Lindsay?
You want to know?
I bet you do.
My apologies.
No.
We shouldn't be here together. 'Cause
well,
I feel like I
we're
will
gonna-
only enable you.
We're gonna. Oh no, this is bad. We're just gonna rile each other up.
Oh, I don't
Just
like
like
it.
Jar Jar Bonks.
No, what I meant by that. Okay, listen. Before we dig any deeper holes, I'm just going
Stop.
Chase, you did that one, not me. I mistyped Jar Jar Binks in the chat as Jar Jar Bonks, and that's how it got here. But I think it was fate, because the main difference between Jar Jar Binks and Jar Jar Bonks is that Jar Jar Bonks.
Wow.
Thank you.
Very good.
I'm gonna go fill out the ops log.
Okay.
I'm Isabel.
Well, you don't have to.
Oh,
you
I
have
don't?
to- I only did it at the beginning of the show
Okay, cool.
when I produced it.
Okay.
I'm Isabel. I play Doobie.
Very good.
Thank you.
Cool. I'm Anne. I play Nanu Voss.
None of us.
So
And
I'm Jacob, and I play Trask.
very good. So we've just finished the first surprise attack. Nanu Voss has just kneecapped one stormtrooper who recoils, and you see his armor crack.
wait, what?
I think it was me.
Oh.
Yes, sorry.
No, you're good.
Trask hits
Kneecap
one
guy.
stormtrooper. He connects with one. You see his armor crack. You still have 2 and 3, who one was just whiffed on, and he freaks out, and he goes for his blaster at his hip, and the second one also goes. The one who's not been hit. They all go for their blasters on their hip.
Yeah.
However, you do still have time for one more surprise attack, Nanu Voss, because you are over here.
Okay. Yeah, so,
Mm-hmm.
out of sheer panic, like, Nanu's gonna, oh god, this can really blow up, her face, but it's fine.
It's all good.
One of the, like, the stormtrooper who's approaching her with the handcuffs, she's gonna, like, try to, like, make eye contact. She
Okay.
will not be moving her hands in a noticeable fashion, but she's gonna be like, "You don't want to do this, dude. Like, come on.
So
Like, look at that. You want that guy?
is that
to,
like a power you have, like Jedi
yup,
mind trick?
like a kind of mind trick of sorts.
Very good. I assume I would have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Very good.
So
So you're gonna go ahead and roll that.
yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Was that a?
It's a 9.
It's a 9.
Wait, with
Beyond.
Plus.
plus.
Oh right, it's against my passive.
I thought he
do.
just rolls.
Oh wait, yeah, no, sorry.
Okay.
There's a
what's-
specific.
yeah, that's right.
They have to beat a 13.
I have to beat a 13.
Yeah.
It's an 11. So
Sick.
tell me what you can do with this power.
So, on a failed save, you have disadvantage on wisdom and intelligence checks.
He's stupid.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, no. That wouldn't have the effect that I wanted it to. Never mind. Well, I guess, like... I mean, I'm trying to, like, persuade him not to handcuff me. So, like, you would have to make, like, a...
I think that's kind of already gone out the window because...
Okay, well, never
Because of
mind.
my actions.
Yeah.
Cool. Guess I wasted my opportunity.
No,
Sorry,
no,
dude.
I mean,
Okay.
it could definitely still have some sort of bearing on the story.
Okay.
So the two of y'all down at the end of the bar,
Yes.
Jar Jar and Doobie, I have reason to believe that you would have noticed this flurry of action from your group.
Oh, absolutely.
So what do you do? You're close enough that I will allow you to close and make an attack.
Okay. So, Doobie is a little bat. He's very small.
He doesn't have wings.
No. Let me finish.
Does he echolocate? He's like,
This bar just like hell.
Let me finish.
He's so disoriented.
You just can't see anything.
So, Doobie could easily just make a little run and like jump and like
Are you
Take
gonna
out their
tackle a
kneecaps?
stormtrooper?
You're 2 feet tall.
2.5. I'm thinking I'm gonna run and I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna get on his back.
Okay,
And I'm gonna take my.
here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what
I have a tech blade. I'll just stab him.
I love this.
here's
plan.
actually I did y'all dirty. I did y'all
Oh,
dirty
no.
because
Wouldn't be.
we should have rolled initiative, yeah, for sure.
Which one is that?
D20.
D20? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that's a nat 20, baby.
14,
That's a nat 20.
darling.
It's a nat 20.
Well, I rolled a 19.
Ouch.
I'm only gonna apply that 19 to the 3 stormtroopers currently in combat.
So all of them have 19.
Yeah, so just the 3 of them are gonna make some collective action.
Sick.
I'll make only 2 of the 3 do something. So let me type up the combat order. We have Doobie. I'm spelling your name like the other spelling
Yeah.
forever. I hope you know that.
That's
We
good.
you had a nat 20.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess it could be Dubai, but I like Doobie.
Okay. Trooper.
Could be
So,
dummy.
Happy birthday.
because I've successfully convinced the stormtrooper whose like attention was like on me, could I potentially disengage and like
I'm gonna
retreat?
I'm gonna fudge with the mechanic. He's not gonna attack for 1 turn.
Okay.
Just because.
So, but like presumably, I couldn't disengage from combat and then like re-enter it at another time after doing an action
Yeah, I'll
somewhere
give you that.
else. Okay.
I'll give you that.
I have a plan.
I'm excited to see what the plan is. In this game, troopers in a large group like this have a weird, like, sort of horde mechanic where you kind of act on all of them. So it's a little bit weird. But so the order is going to be Doobie, 2 of the troopers, not the one that you mind tricked. And then what was the order after that?
I had a 14.
14,
18.
18,
12.
12. Okay. So we have Nanu with an 18, Jar Jar with a 14, and Trask with a 12. Cool. So with that, Doobie, tell me what you do, bud. I was going to give you disadvantage running through a crowd.
Well, that could be my bonus action.
Yeah.
So my bonus action is, he's so small, he can just kind of weave. He's gonna run.
Go under legs.
I'm imagining like a toddler-sized person running through the crowd.
I mean, you're not-
Basically, he's 2.5 feet tall.
He's 2.5 feet tall?
Yeah. She said that like 3 times.
Okay.
Okay, it's important to know.
I mean, yeah.
That is, I want you to know that is punt height if something goes wrong.
I know, but he's also 35
Rodrigo
pounds.
Blank and shit.
35 pounds. You could punt 35
Yeah,
pounds
no.
easily.
Also, it'd be one thing if he was like 2.5 feet tall and like 200.
Like
He's a hut.
a mad lad.
A small boy.
He's a brick wall.
Excellent.
He's just angry.
He's gonna run, and he's gonna jump onto the small of one of the backs, and he's gonna take his What's it called?
The Viper Dagger.
No, he doesn't have a Viper Dagger. He has something else. And
Tech Blade is what you
Yes,
said
he's
earlier.
gonna
Tech Blade.
take his Tech Blade and
Excellent.
he's gonna stab him.
So go ahead and
Like
make
in
that
the
attack
neck?
roll for me.
Like where the
That's a 14 plus. What is my modifier? Okay, that's a 16.
So that's going to hit.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. Who has a D6?
I think is it this
I
one?
think I had one.
No, that's an 8. No, oh, it's this one.
It is a
That
regular
is going to be a 1 plus
can't
2.
count.
That's a 3.
So you've done 3 points of damage.
Yep.
Excellent.
Cool.
And-
Doobie-doo.
I went ahead. I compounded that one on the trooper who had his armor cracked because I figured it would be easier to get an attack on him. So
He's a little
y'all have done
jumping
10 points of
boy.
damage against that trooper.
Thank you.
Up next are our two
Nanu.
troopers.
Oh.
I'm gonna assume you're not like grappling because that's a lot to do in a turn. I'm assuming you jumped off.
Jumped and then I went back.
Okay, you definitely.
Jumped on retreats.
You definitely. Okay,
Stab.
you did jump. So we have two troopers.
But I'm so
Here.
small they can't see me.
I'm moving too fast.
Okay, we have two troopers who are going to. All right, one of the troopers, not the one whose armor was cracked or the one who was fooled, is going to attack Trask because you whiffed on him,
Makes sense.
and
And I'm big.
he is going to pull out his blaster rifle, and I honestly don't know like how y'all's stats are doing right now, in terms of hit points, but I'm gonna roll it.
I'm okay.
13.
That does not hit.
That
AC
does
is
not hit.
15. Yeah.
AC is 15. Okay, so he misses his blaster shot, and while this bar is known to have some brawls in it, gunfire does alert the crowd, and they start to run for the one exit. As far as you can tell, everyone is emptying out, avoiding all of y'all as much as possible. So the only thing that this has done has started to empty the bar, which is advantageous to y'all because you can make range attacks without any sort of disadvantage,
If
but
I
also
could do that.
advantageous to them.
Because then they can
If
do the same thing.
your guns are at the door, never mind. So, that was one trooper's turn. The next trooper is the trooper who has had his butt handed to him. He is going to, Doobie, this is you.
Okay.
Because, you're right in front of him, and you did just stab him, he is going to whip around the butt of his blaster and attempt to hit you. And he rolls a
Punt
7.
you like a golf ball.
That is not going to hit.
Okay. So his swing goes over your head. And he's just sort of thrown off balance for a second, but he regains himself.
DB goes, nerd.
Up next,
It's Nanu.
up next is Nanu, correct?
Okay.
Nanu, what are you gonna do?
That threw a wrench in all my plans.
The bar emptying.
Yes.
I will say
She was
it
gonna
has
throw
only
a
been
civilian
it has
at
been
him.
Actually, yes. I
Oh
was
my
going to be like,
God.
affect mine.
No.
You hate them.
Nanu.
Start a bar fight.
It has been 12 seconds since a shot was fired and the bar was packed. There's still people running. As far as you can tell, there's still people in the back who are cowering, who are trying to run to the exit.
Okay. So, I mean, like, are they like also on a, like they have their guns out at this point, or are they like just running for their
At this
lives?
point, I think very few of them want to tangle with Imperials. So I think even the ones with guns
Yeah.
aren't gonna willingly engage. However, if you can convince one in your turn right here to engage for you, I'll throw them into the next round.
Okay. I mean, the problem was my plan was I was going to have them start a bar fight amongst themselves, but if they're all like retreating like that, you know,
Gotcha.
like
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna make them tangle with the Imperials. I
A
was just
shot's
going-
fired. and then
Chaos
somebody
was
kicks
my
the person
plan.
next to them.
Yes.
Well, I think you did get chaos, but maybe not the one
but
you wanted.
not to my
Not the
advantage.
particular brand.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna enter the fray.
Very good.
Because I never exited it officially. So I had my vibro spear ready. I'll just go for the stormtrooper that was like trying to handcuff me, whose back is probably turned to me. It's just like in the back, like right where
the one who you like mind tricked or whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So
Betrayal.
you're going to stab.
Yes.
Do a stabby stab.
A stabby stab with
Excellent.
my speary spear. Let me find the actual. Okay. And I'm gonna two-hand it for a melee attack. So, but plus my proficiency bonus.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be 13.
That is not going to hit. But since his back was to you, I'm not sure if he even noticed your attack.
Okay, cool.
Because you just truly just whiffed.
Awesome.
So that takes us to Jar Jar.
Hello. Okay, I'm going to have my vibro staff. I'm going to try and hit one of the stormtroopers really hard over the head and disorient him.
So, are you doing a non-lethal attack, or you want to do some hurt?
Stabby stab.
Oh, you want a stabby stab? Oh, I can stabby stab.
Well, no. I mean, like,
you get to choose.
There's in D&D, there's a difference between doing non-lethal damage and doing damage. And when you said knock him out, I didn't know. Do you want to like hurt him?
Knock him out or take him out?
I'm thinking that we're trying to get him. I was thinking it'd be like a 1-2 type deal. Like, you know, first we hit him over the head and he's like, ow, my head. And then, you know, we really go in for what?
Shoot him in the face.
Yeah, literally. Well, first we got to throw him off his rhythm.
Now we've thrown him off his rhythm.
Wait, you can do that. You're like 2.5 feet tall.
Wait.
Drop to the ground and kick.
He's got little feet coming at him. He doesn't know.
It really throws him off his rhythm.
You reach into his armor, you pull out a bag of spice, he goes, that's not mine. I haven't seen it. And now he's doing 10 to 20 in an Imperial prison.
Listen, you're going to take your lightsaber. You want it? Go get
You hit him with the hollow log, because as any good Imperial knows, hollow logs don't leave bruises.
Oh, God.
I am going to make a space John Mulaney. Okay, so Jar Jar, you're just going to hit him
Yeah,
with
I'm
the
going to hit him
staff?
over the head, and then we're going to
All right,
see.
Go ahead and roll.
It's a 1d6, so that's this one. I think.
No, you have to roll to hit him first. So roll your d20.
Okay, I'm going to roll to hit
And
him.
I'm going to help you out to see what you need
Please,
to add.
thank you. It's a 12.
Okay. 12 plus. All right, that's a 12 plus 2, 14.
It's like
That is
heavy
also
armor.
going to miss.
Wonderful. I'm so glad.
They don't seem like
Um,
stealthy or like.
So
He's got that plastic.
now Jar Jar Bonks has missed, and that takes us to Trask. What are you gonna do?
So I'm gonna look at the one that shot at me.
Mm-hmm.
Just say in Trandoshan, you're mine, and he's my quarry now, which is a mechanic.
Cool.
That's 20, not natural. And then for the second one is a 9.
The second one.
The second one, like I make 2 attacks with the staff.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
Thing. Yeah.
Oh, so since he's your core, you get 2 attacks against him.
No, the staff is like, it's like that one
Oh.
that those. You remember General Grievous's
Yes,
guards?
the
It's that.
Magna Guards.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
So you're gonna make 2 attacks against the one that shot at you.
D6, yeah. And the D4.
So one of them was a 20 and one of them was a 9.
Mhm.
So the 20 hits.
Sweet.
Let's go ahead and roll damage.
7 points.
7. Okay. So you definitely
9. Sorry.
9. Gotcha. So you definitely hit him real good. So on your side you have cracked armor that little baby bat over there ran up and stabbed. You have the one that you just electrocuted everything out of, and you have the one that Anne whiffed on, whose back is to y'all.
Cool.
So that's through our first round of combat, and we're gonna have a little bit of sort of movement that y'all didn't see coming out of the corner of your eyes. The one wing of the bar with the 3 stormtroopers on the other side has now completely emptied out.
Ooh.
And because it is completely empty, Alantha, was that her name?
Yes.
Alantha, she notices that the entire other side of the bar is emptied out. and in her hand, under her jacket, she's had a thermal detonator that she's been prepping. And in a last-ditch effort, she throws it to the other side of the bar where the 3 stormtroopers were coming around, and it blows up in the middle, and it, as far as you can tell, kills them all. It blasts them to the wall.
Our girl.
There are pieces of armor and human sort of scattered against the wall.
Yeah, wait.
Ew.
How are we doing?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You were on this side of the bar. You're separated by, if y'all remember from the movie, there's like a wall of dispensers and stuff. And at this point, most everybody is in this thin area. The band's cowering. There's some aliens under the booths.
No, Max Rebo!
But for the most part, everyone's fine. The officer...
You'll keep playing to the band.
It's like the Titanic. You have to keep playing.
No, it's like the dust settles and everyone's like you're just in shock and it's like da da da.
Okay.
Da, da, da.
So the officer watches this thermal detonator arc through the air and watches 3 of his men implode. And
How's he feeling?
he looks down at Atlantha, takes out his blaster, and executes her. Shoots her point blank.
Oh my god.
No.
She is most certainly
dead. Like dead.
Bye,
like
girl.
Like
dead.
out.
Oof.
I'm gonna take your bonus action
So-
and pour one out.
As he
Doobie runs to the bar. He
As a
grabs
bonus
the blue
action, I
milk.
would like to
Okay.
pour one out.
as he executes her, he looks over his shoulder at the heavy trooper. And when he looks over his shoulder from here, he notices the group of Jawas in the corner.
Did they not flee?
What? Why
They
did
cowered under their tables.
Why
where
are they
were.
here?
Typical Jawa behavior.
Wow. I can't
that's
believe
racist.
yeah.
The officer
So like
you?
listen, they're still here. Like we're definitely just gonna let him take the Jawas and leave, right? Like
I don't know how you're communicating this right now because you're still in combat for sure.
oh, that's true. I'm like, hang on just a second.
The officer
Comms unit that I'm not supposed to.
The officer signals for the heavy trooper and for himself to move over to the group of Jawas. And they start moving over there, leaving y'all with the 3 stormtroopers who are still standing. So we're back at the top of the combat order. Doobie, you're back up. What do you do?
Wait, so who else still left?
We have 3 stormtroopers, one of which was climbed and stabbed with the cracked armor.
Scaled and stuff.
One of which has now... How long does your mind trick last? Can you give me a...
Let me see. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Duration up to 1 minute.
Okay, so he's still under the effect of the mind trick. And he hasn't been hit yet, so I would argue he hasn't been snapped out of it yet or anything. I'm going to go ahead, and I know it's not the mechanic, but I'm going to give him disadvantage on any attack rolls.
Sick.
Until he's hit or until the minute wears off. And then the third one was shocked by Trask's staff, and he's not looking too great either.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the man who I scaled and stabbed. And I'm basically gonna be like, remember me? And then I'm gonna take my tech plate and I'm gonna go for the Achilles tendon.
Okay. Okay, can you roll for that? I want to see this happen.
That's a 17 plus 2. That's a 19.
Excellent.
Oh
Roll
my
damage,
God.
please.
Okay.
Slice it.
Please roll damage.
That's a 2 plus 2. That's a 4, baby.
Excellent. So here's how I'm going to narrate this. So you run around and you grab his leg like a petulant toddler who's being dragged through a Walmart.
Incredible.
And you raised your knife to the back of his knee where there's a gap between the armor plates.
Wait, I thought she was going for the Achilles.
I'm the GM.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
Let me narrate. And you dig in. The stormtrooper falls backwards, hits his head on the ground, and he makes no effort to move.
Good.
All right. With that is one stormtrooper dispatched. Up next,
You're welcome.
Up next, we have
Jar Jar Bonks is incredibly
the
impressed.
2 remaining
Dewey
troopers.
goes and he winks
The disadvantaged one and the one who was shocked. So disadvantaged stormtrooper. I think at this point he turns around and he knows that he's not feeling great. Something's gone wrong, and he's gonna take a shot at Nanu. But because he has disadvantage, I'm going to roll 2 and take the lower of the 2. I have a +5 to hit with a blaster rifle. 14. Well, I don't have like any proficiency or anything. Because 7 + 5, 12.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. So we are maintaining stormtroopers do not hit anything in this universe.
Still have not hit.
And that leaves us with the one who was just shocked. And how long is your staff? Like,
Whoa.
Did you no,
Yeah, I think
you
it's,
swung
like,
it around
within
twice,
5.
right?
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Like within 5 feet.
So
I've gotta
you're
be
still
pretty
reasonably close to him.
Yeah.
So what he's going to do is he's going to do that same move that he tried on the Bat Boy over there and try to whip the butt of his blaster around. And that is a 9, which I'm going to go ahead and assume does not hit. So he whiffs the hit too.
You think he'd stop trying this move?
At this
but-
point, the officer and the heavy have gotten to the groups of the Jawas, and they're picking them up and they're looking them in the face.
Oh.
it makes me so uncomfortable because I don't like little people to be picked up.
I mean, not like picked up. I mean, like grabbed the robes, picked them up.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
supposed to be
like a
like,
bully,
I'm
like-
gonna be
like the
so
bully
scared.
kid.
I'm going to
so
go ahead and give
little.
y'all this because I hinted at it in some dialogue earlier. They're obviously trying to distinguish one of the Jawas.
They're looking for
Ah.
him. How do you even? They have no. What?
Well, you haven't seen their face in a Star Wars movie. I'm going to assume that they have a face under there.
faces.
They're trying to distinguish Jawas.
They must.
How bright their eyes.
Could
should
be
Um,
by
Their little
smell.
Nanu, you're up. What are you going to do?
Okay,
You still have these 2 troopers in front of you.
Yeah, so the one that is still at disadvantage, I'm going to ignore. How close are they to get, like, could I still make a melee attack on the other one that's not, like, directly in front of me, or should I do ranged?
Yeah, I would say you're close enough that you could hit either one of them
Okay.
with a melee attack.
So I'm gonna go for the one that's not disadvantaged right now. I'm just gonna
Okay, just the injured
try to
one.
hit with the spear again, yeah.
Awesome.
See if I can take him out.
Hmm.
It's an 11.
So that's not going to hit. It's going to
Cool.
whiff. All right, we are down to Jar Jar. Jar Jar, what are you going to do?
Jar Jar is going to take his vibro staff
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to swing it at the middle of the stormtrooper, like right where they have that little disconnect in their armor, you know?
Gotcha.
So am I going to roll the 20?
Which stormtrooper are you swinging at?
Oh gosh, which one is closest to me?
The Force disturbed one, the mind trick one.
And he's not doing anything?
Well, he's currently just
tried to
like
kill me with
disoriented,
the leg.
and he tried to hit her, missed.
Okay, so we're taking
He
him
knows not what
out.
he does.
Okay,
We ride for Nanu.
you're coming around the back of her. He can't see you because she was in the way. You're coming around, and you're gonna hit.
Yeah, like
Yes.
straight through the middle. Okay, so I'm
Cool.
rolling the 20.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. That's an 11.
11 plus 2 is a 13. That's also going to miss.
Ugh! Can a
I
girl
just
get a
want to. I
hit,
want to give y'all
please?
some assurance. This is supposed to be a hard encounter, and
Okay,
it's
thank
it's the
God,
first
because
one.
I was like,
Pretty
this
sure it
doesn't
was.
bode
Yeah.
well.
Fact.
No,
Listen.
you're gonna get like
don't even know what that
beefed
is.
after this.
Okay. Cool.
It's capable.
So that brings us to Trask. What's your
Okay.
move?
I'm just gonna keep wailing on that guy in front of me.
The one you stabbed or
Yeah,
shocked? Gotcha.
shocked him. Oh, ooh, 24.
Was that a nat 20?
No.
Okay, but that definitely does hit.
Oh, what? It's actually not 24. It's 22. But
Still hits.
And
Oh,
then the second one
rough.
is 12.
Cry.
12 does not hit.
Okay. Can you get the? And then, yep. Thank you. Come on, 5.
5. Okay. So here's how we're gonna play this one. You stick out your staff in a jarring motion,
That's how I was picturing it too.
a perfect lunge
Yeah.
straight out, and you catch him on the chest plate, and it's a glancing blow, and it deflects straight up into his neck.
Yeah.
These staffs are not spiked on the end. but they are still blunt under the electricity,
That's still straight to the leg.
and it's still straight to the throat.
To the jugular.
You see him go to grab his neck, and he also falls to the ground.
Oy.
So
All right. Can
sorry. Go ahead.
can I grab his blaster off the ground?
Yeah.
And then that'll be it.
I'm gonna go-
trying to like crouch behind a table
Okay.
or something.
I'm
I'll
just
give you
trying
that.
to get a gun.
Yeah.
I'll give you that for sure.
I didn't try. I did.
I'm gonna go ahead and. Do you think you're gonna keep that? You're gonna add that to your inventory.
I'm gonna hold on to it.
All right.
Was it a
That is a blaster rifle.
Blaster.
Cool.
Hardly know her.
Stop.
Okay.
So this is a blaster rifle. It's a two-handed, longer one with a stock.
Gotcha.
So that's the end of the second round of combat, and what you see is the heavy trooper and the officer have found one Jawa.
Oy.
They have stunned him. They set their blasters to stunned him, and the heavy one currently has him thrown over his shoulder, and they're moving to the exit.
Okay, cool.
Whose
In
turn is
addition, I will
Doobie's
I will
about
say
to
this.
ride.
it? Doobie sees the smell of short kings and he says,
Short king.
Okay, so they're at this point they're at the end of the lobby, and you don't think you could reach them before they get out the front door. However,
Is it gun time?
no, they're almost out the front door. However, Alantha is laying on the ground, and you see her, and you see a pouch that has your payment spilled out in credits.
Sick, grab it and run.
Run me my
Don't
check.
have to be involved in this anymore.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I will be collecting that payment, but we should also probably collect.
You see people around you, other aliens eyeing it, because there are people still left in the bar. The people who
Oh.
are laying there on the ground, prone, trying
back
not to get
off.
shot. So I'm presenting you with a choice.
okay, so
There's no one right choice, and
How
just
many
because you
people
do
are
one
left?
thing, I'd say a couple dozen, like 24.
okay, I think we should you two, Trask and Nanu, should get the money, and I'm gonna run after.
Sure, you're
Okay.
the only one who's like, not the only one, but you're one of the few. Who's
Okay,
making it.
Isabel, you're gonna have to tell me,
You mean Doobie?
Doobie, how are you gonna communicate this quickly?
I'm gonna scream, "Get it!" and I'm gonna run in the opposite direction
You're gonna run towards the front door, towards them, or
towards the little Jawa
okay.
because I want to help him.
Okay, so you're a little bit further back in the bar. You pass the aliens, and
Nanu, throw me.
Oh,
I drop kick him.
yeah, we're gonna do a punt.
okay.
Or
Here's how this is gonna work.
Okay.
You get into the front lobby, and you see the door to the front of the cantina slide shut in front of you, and from the other side, you hear blaster fire, and you see dents against the door. You assume the door will still work. You just can't immediately get past them. But the funny thing is, the blaster fire continues after the dents have hit the door. It continues for a good 15 seconds. And you hear the screams of the pedestrians outside the bar.
Doobie will simply say no thank you and walk back.
All right.
Wait,
No.
so the sequence of events
You were so
was the officer
enthusiastic.
and the heavy go outside with the
Can't get to them
Jawa.
now, can I, Annie?
They get out the front door before
closes.
Doobie can get through the lobby. The door slides shut. There's gunfire against the door, rendering it, just for now, you can't open it. The two of y'all have been told by Doobie to collect the money. We'll come back to, do y'all do that right now? And Jar Jar, what's Jar Jar doing? Lindsay?
my bad. Sorry, I just got a correspondence from a fan of the show.
Really?
Apparently,
Baja Blast.
no. It's our lovely music director of the station. Essentially, apparently, in the Star Wars: The Clone Wars thing that has just been canceled, Jar Jar Binks canonically has relations.
What Clone Wars thing that just got canceled?
I don't know.
Season 7 got canceled?
I guess.
No!
No.
Didn't they just announce it?
This is coming out in February.
Why would they?
Well, listen, I don't know, but
We'll circle
Anyway,
back to this.
we'll come back
I
to
wanna
it.
I wanna wrap up
We-
this
yeah,
moment
we gotta
here.
talk.
Understood. My bad. I did not mean to distract from the atmosphere. Okay, so where's Jar Jar in relation to the chaos that's going on?
Jar Jar is about here at the bar.
Okay,
you could
cool.
be at the front door with Doobie in just a second.
Okay,
Like,
so what
in
I'm gonna
this
do
turn.
is I'm gonna scoop up Doobie off the ground because
Awesome. In
Aw,
the front lobby.
babe.
yeah, because I'm 6'7" and Doobie is 2'4", so I can get there much quicker.
Doobie hates being picked up, but he'll let you because you're Jar Jar Bonks.
I mean, I would let Jar Jar Bonks pick me up.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so I'm running towards the door with Doobie in my little arm,
Big one.
and Doobie has a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what's gonna happen. The two of you get to the front door and you start prying it open. And I'm gonna revisit you two in a second. What do y'all do?
Is there still a stormtrooper alive? Thanks
No.
to us? Oh, okay.
Wait.
Yeah, wait,
yes,
what about
yes,
the-
yes.
yeah.
There is one, the force stunned one, who's still stumbling around.
Poor
trying to do
guy.
something.
I kind of feel bad.
What did you
Put him
do
out of his
to him?
misery. The
Jeez.
two of you put him out of his misery.
Yeah, I blast him.
You blast him with
Okay.
a blaster.
Yeah. And I
Um,
start brandishing it and say, "Back off. Those credits are ours."
I need to pull up the stats on this.
And I nod at you.
Way to
Um,
announce that they're actually crying.
Everyone
to the-
saw them.
Did
So-
everyone or did some?
All right.
Well, now everyone knows.
Here, are you
but
ready?
It's chill. It's chill, dude.
All right, so here's what's
Wait, you think
gonna
differently?
happen. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a +2 proficiency because it's a blaster, but it is not one you're familiar with.
I have 12.
A 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll.
It's gonna be like if it
D8.
misses,
1d8
canonically,
for me,
it
yes.
means that the stormtrooper blasters are bad.
Yeah, we need to contact the manufacturer. It's ironic that the only hit that a blaster landed was not
This
from a
isn't
stormtrooper.
D8.
Huh?
Not a D8.
Oh,
Here you go.
yeah.
No problem.
It's like 10. It's not possible.
It's not possible.
Be impossible.
6 points.
6. Okay, so you do 6 points of damage against him, and all right, Nanu, you're up again.
Okay. So you blasted that guy,
Yeah.
and then, so like there's still like about 24 people like eyeing these credits.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna make any moves while this fight is going on
While
Okay.
a giant lizard man is threatening their lives.
Fair.
with a blaster.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for the credits.
Okay.
got you covered.
Do I need? Yeah.
You don't need
Can
to
I
roll
just-
anything.
Cool.
You go and you secure a package, and on the front of the package, it's got a readout, and it says 800,000 credits. So
Holy
you've
cow.
received your credit. Not 800,000. It's 80,000
Oh,
because it's
okay.
the advance. She
Yeah,
doesn't have it all
okay.
on her.
gotta
Um,
get
We're getting
downstairs.
arrested.
Are we?
so
Did we
Yes.
complete the job?
you secure the credits.
Okay, cool.
Um,
Secure that coin.
and Trask,
Yeah.
you're here facing this stormtrooper that you've shot in the chest. There's a big blaster mark on his chest. He rips off his helmet and he looks at you and he says, "Wait! I'll talk.
You better. How did you guys know where to find us?
We weren't looking for. I don't know who y'all are."
Fair. Good.
My
You
claws
don't
scratching
recognize
my
me,
forehead.
international
You know
man
no
of
Well,
mystery.
yeah, that's Jar Jar Bonks. But I don't know who the rest of you are.
We spent
I don't know what. No,
You don't remember
No.
me? You don't
I'm
remember
barring that.
me?
I don't know why that woman tried to shoot us. I don't know what's going on here.
What did your officer tell you were looking for?
We were looking for the Jawa with the galaxy eyes.
The galaxy,
Galaxy
eyes.
Galaxy brain.
All he told
All
us.
I'm thinking of
All
is
he told us.
Arabella by the Arctic Monkeys.
No, let me talk.
I'm sorry.
What did you think would happen when you
all-
were DM? Like,
All he told
honestly.
us. All he told us is we were supposed to look in their eyes, and one of them would be different.
His lips like the galaxy's edge.
I was wondering how they were going to tell Jawas apart,
Yeah.
but that's
That sounds pretty distinctive.
for some, yeah. Well, that's all he
You
said.
look me in
That's
the
all he told
eye.
me. I swear.
Where are they taking him?
They're taking him back to the Ford operating station.
Oh my god.
Where
are
would
they
that
gonna-
be? We're not locals.
Oh,
Can we get an Academy Award for Mr. McGee over here?
I'm not telling you where that is.
I step on his chest.
Look. Okay.
As a very calm, like,
No, this is a very tall, very heavy lizard man stepping on this human's chest.
God,
through
what I would
armor, he's
pay
gonna
for
feel it.
Trask to step on my chest.
It's 5 kilometers out of town to the west.
How
Okay.
All right.
Can we expect it to be heavily armored?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
cool.
Good thing I have a
And now they're
small-
gonna come looking for you.
Are there-
Those two left, they know who you are now.
Oh, well, of course they know who I am.
Are there any inns that you can think of that aren't a main entrance quick before you die?
Make yourself useful to us.
I don't. No. It's just the front gate.
Cool.
Not even when you were going out to the cantinas with your buddies, you didn't have a way to sneak out.
I think you get the impression that he's in too much pain and he doesn't know enough to continue talking.
Okay.
He's not smart
He's
enough
too
to
dumb
really
to speak.
deceive us.
I mean, he did get shot in the chest.
I mean, yeah, like, not so an excuse.
And have a giant lizard man step on.
Listen,
Yeah.
if I were the stormtrooper,
I simply would not.
I simply would not.
Okay, cool. So,
Yeah.
So
we're
what do you
heading
do?
out.
What do you do with the stormtrooper?
well, you're the one. I'm still with the credits, so like,
I'm gonna let
I'm
Trask
gonna
handle
glance
this
at
one.
you.
I thought we were still working on the door.
I'm gonna offer.
Oh, we're working on the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna offer. He is
We're grinding.
on the edge of death.
Yeah.
He'll make it if
What
you stop,
way, Jar Jar?
but you
Oh?
don't have to stop. You know, if you press down a little bit harder, he's gonna die.
harder.
I'm gonna
What do you
glance at
think?
you and be like, "You leave loose ends."
You seem like the moral type.
Clearly don't know. I'm kidding. I'm gonna be like, "What are you gonna do with like, if he makes it and like continues?
That's true.
Like
The
he
others
knows
might
us.
not have. What?
You leave loose. Like he's seen us. He's communicated with us, and he has a reason to hate us. So you leave loose ends? I ask once again.
Sort of scratching my chin, and then absentmindedly shift my weight and crush his crush.
Whoops.
Okay. You hear him give one last death rattle. He goes, and he stops moving. So,
Rip.
back to the front door.
That one hurt.
Well,
We're still working on
probably
it.
gonna-
Back to the
I
front
wipe my
door.
hands of death.
Okay, the two of you have gotten it open.
Oh, nice.
And-
Teamwork.
Incredible.
Before you step out, you see a stampede. Speeders are flying by. People are running as fast as possible to get away from
Is
the
it a
front of the
pod
bar.
race?
now that's pod racing.
Oh my
I
god.
hate
One
this.
episode, we made it. One episode.
Yeah.
A little boy.
Oh my
A
god.
little boy flies by on a speeder and goes, "Now this is pod racing."
And I'm like, oh my god, wait, what timeline are we in?
It's like, shouldn't you be like a charred like?
yeah. No, the
He
charred
should be
husk of
hurtling
Darth
through
Vader
space
is
right
the-
now.
Like it's just space dust.
He's like, no, a little TIE fighter goes by. He's like, I just wanted to relive my childhood.
You see some really racist caricatures of aliens and battle droids like comment about how they shouldn't be getting through the door.
Oh my.
No, that's a joke. So before you step outside, you hear this massive commotion outside, and you still hear blaster fire. What do you do?
Checking the doorway
Blaster.
for my guns where I left them.
I'm gonna go ahead and give them to you. You have all your equipment back.
That was nice of
Are
you.
are the two of y'all moving through the lobby to rejoin
I-
Yeah, if no one gives us a hard time.
I also
No.
wanted to check on
Oh, Jar Jar Bonks gives a lot of people hard
Althena's
time.
Yeah, I'll find it.
Oh
I'll find
yeah,
it.
we should loot
on
her
her
corpse.
body and see if there was any other information about like contacts she had or anything.
You find her comlink,
Okay.
and you find a little data pad with the contact information for who she was supposed to meet here.
Oh, okay.
As far as you can tell, you don't know if that person's here or if they ran out with a stampede.
Gotcha.
So I think you that's what you find on her.
Wait, we don't? Because did the door in the back open? Is that still closed?
The door in the back, yes, it's still closed.
Okay. So they could still be down there. And probably are, unless there's an exit in the basement.
So what do you want to do? The two of them are at the front door.
I'm gonna check back in with Trask and Nanu and be like, hey, what's the move?
Wait, are
Okay.
you still carrying me?
Yeah, you're still in my
Okay.
arm.
Okay.
Aw.
The two of you turn
Tucked
around.
in, like
Like little Joey.
No, I've got him like in a fireman's hole.
so like every time you talk, you like turn around.
Yeah, I'm like, hang on, Doobie wants to talk. Let me.
The two of you turn around to walk back from the front door, and the blaster fire stops. And you don't hear anything coming from the street anymore except for one low, like, death rattle come from what sounds like right around the corner of the front door.
Well, let's get this door open then.
Yeah.
The back door?
The
Yeah.
oh yeah. we
Y'all
never-
two.
Yes.
Yeah,
Jar
I'm gonna
Jar
head
and
for that back door.
Do
So
me?
it's
Okay.
smaller.
Oh yeah, Doobie.
How dare you?
Can y'all keep
My own sister.
keep an eye out while we try to get this door open?
Yes.
Make sure, because what I'm worried about.
You're yelling this to them in the front lobby? I mean, you can.
Well, they
I'm
came
just-
back to check on us.
Okay.
Right?
Y'all came back?
Wait, I thought they were at the front door with us.
No, we're in the back.
Oh.
By the back door.
Do we come back though?
That's up to y'all.
Sure, I guess we're back there now.
I'm doing whatever you're doing.
Okay,
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
If
Over
they're
your
not near
shoulder.
me, I'm gonna shout and I'm gonna be like, keep it open. Like, we need an escape route if need be.
Okay, so
We're gonna-
we're back at the front door, and Jar Jar is just holding it open with his
So you
immense
should-
godly body.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna, because what I'm worried about is getting trapped
Yeah.
All right.
in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if there's an exit in the basement, we can shout up and be like,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working the door.
So here's what's gonna happen. Go ahead and make a investigation check on the back door because it is not budging.
It's gonna be like an 8.
can we both investigate?
Yes.
help?
Yes.
Oh no!
Dude!
I got a 1.
Ouch.
It's a critical failure.
The genius
Okay.
duo.
Like, door?
The back door is welded shut.
Sick.
It's not been opened in years, as long as you can tell.
Oh.
No one's been down there. And during this
How
time,
old was that human? This door's been
She looked
welded
like
shut
in her
for a long
20s.
time.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out here to y'all. The cantina's been around for hundreds of years.
Oh.
So it's very likely that it could have been something old down there that people thought you could meet in. You can't anymore. I will offer this. While y'all come back from the front lobby, the group of Jawas that had one of their members abducted runs out the front door to try to
Go
at
after
least
him?
see where their compatriot has gone.
Okay.
And you hear a commotion of Jawas out front.
Do
And
we
they-
hear them
Oy.
getting shot?
You don't hear blaster fire.
Okay.
Okay, so
You
it's
hear-
just all them chattering.
It sounds panicked.
Okay.
And they run back inside and they grab your sleeve, Doobie. They grab and start tugging. They want you
Oh,
they want you to come. They want you to come with them.
I'm going to turn to Jar Jar and say, "Can you put me down?"
yes, I put him
I
down.
need to be amongst.
And then I go with them and I say, "What's
Okay.
the sitch?"
Do you speak Jawa?
They tug you.
I can.
This is happening simultaneously while y'all are discovering the back door is sealed and there's no way out. That way.
It's a trap.
Doobie, you walk out the front door and you turn the corner and you see something grisly. The bodies of the junior officer and the heavy trooper are entirely torn apart. They're plastered against the sand and against the front door of the cantina. There is nothing recognizable that would point them out as human except for the officer's cap and the heavy trooper's armor. The jaw was nowhere to be seen.
I'm gonna turn
Some-
to the other Jawas and be like, "So, what?"
Y'all got anything you want to share?
Did that guy have anger issues?
As far as you can tell, it's like the Jawa just up and disappeared. Like, completely gone.
Okay.
Yikes.
So what are you gonna do with this information?
I'm gonna go back and be like, y'all, I just saw something real scarring.
I'm leaning over the bar and filling up my glass with more of that green milk.
What is
Like,
you
oh,
and
God,
various
it's been a day.
beverages
It's really
when you
good.
play?
He's like,
Jacob-
I want a cup that gives me any liquid. Also milk. Also.
Jacob
Space
cannot
milk.
play a campaign without
He's got like an
having
oral
various
fixation thing.
beverages.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm basically
So-
gonna go back and be like, y'all, if you want to look at this, you can, but if you are smart, you won't want to. Everything is gone.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna be like, where's the Jawa?
The Jawa's gone.
Thank you for that immersion.
Okay.
So they took him to
Okay.
the base?
No idea. I just saw ripped apart bodies. I don't know why the Jawas wanted me in particular to see it, but
I think you were under the impression that you were just the closest.
but I was on Jar Jar's
He was
shoulder.
being
It
Hell.
doesn't
Listen.
matter. They were panicked. Okay.
Does anyone
They
here
saw a
speak?
short man.
Does
They're
anyone
like-
here speak Joa? I'm asking the whole bar.
Well, I was just
Bar's
talking
empty,
to
I
them,
thought.
so I.
You see one man poke his hand up, and it is none other than Figure and Don, the lead singer of the Modal Nodes.
Oh my God,
I
a
love that you know his
celebrity.
name
You're my
off the
favorite.
top of his head.
I have it written down. This was kind of part of what I was planning, but
Were we gonna like join the nodes?
yeah, you're gonna
Oh
go
my
on
God.
tour.
Can I go up to him? And
This
be
was
like,
this was
"You're-
gonna
I'm
be
your
like a
biggest
Guitar
fan."
Hero.
Node groupie.
Oh my god.
They call
They're called
them
noodles.
Yeah.
All right. So
can I be the bassist?
you
Do
hear
be a
him.
star
You hear him say,
Bassist.
he speaks Common, which is odd for a Bothan like him. But you assume that working a bar like this, he's picked up a lot of languages. And he says, "Well, I know a little bit of Jawan," and he calls the group over, and he asks them to explain what they saw. And they just keep recounting the bodies, the bodies, the bodies, the bodies,
I
the
saw
bodies. Where's our
them.
friend? Where's
So
our
they
friend?
found them like that.
Where's the bodies? Where are the bodies? Yeah, the Jawas didn't tear up these people.
Jaw.
We've
They
never
are-
seen them in comp. Well,
There are.
And
in the Mandalorian, they threw things.
They did.
Maybe it's because they're too powerful. It's like
They-
nothing in between.
Either low power level or all out.
So they just
Planet
they keep
destroyed.
repeating.
me.
They keep repeating the bodies, the bodies, the bodies. Our friend, our friend, our friend. And you ask the lead singer of the Nodes, Steely Dan, figuring Da'an.
It's Rivers Cuomo.
You ask, what do you ask him? Because he just keeps relaying what the Jawas keep repeating.
What does it mean
Like the whole
that he had galaxy eyes?
So he asked
It's a
them,
metaphor.
and all of
It's a
that
Billie Eilish song.
all that the Jawas can say is, they say, the crawler, Star Eyes,
Crawler.
Star Eyes, the crawler.
Can they take us to the crawler?
He asks where their crawler is. You assume that they're talking, of course, about the sand crawler that the Imperials have been investigating.
It's a Nightcrawler. Surprise.
He asks where it is, and they say it's 10 kilometers east of town.
Isn't that the opposite direction of where we think that they took the Jawa, or if they made it? Because like we don't.
I will offer
Well,
the
I
two you
will
saw
say-
leave barely made it out the front door. Their bodies were immediately to the left.
Something else took the.
I would
something else
vote
took the
that we
Jawa.
proceed to the crawler.
But what would have the
Motive and the
motive,
power.
yeah, and
Okay.
the power to destroy that many?
No one man
Um,
should have all that.
It's Obi-Wan.
And,
He's dead.
How dare
So y'all are talking this over, and Figurin Da'an offers, were y'all talking to Atlantha?
How do you know who she
You
is?
know her?
I worked with her very closely over the course of many, many years.
Oh my
How do
God.
you know her?
We were just called
We
here,
literally just
bud.
met.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
doobie.
she's-
We're just vibing.
He flashes the inside of his saxophone.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Inside is the same rebel sigil that
Oh
you saw
my God.
on the
This
bottom
is
of
just
your
you
compass.
I
living
wish
out
this
your
was
fan
like Star
fiction.
Wars canon. Like this was the real.
You want me to
This
write
is.
this?
There are rebel
This
spies
is. You
in
know what?
Cantina.
You know what, Disney? You can't sue me. This is real.
This is real.
This is Legends.
This isn't a game anymore.
This isn't a game
real
anymore.
life.
This is real.
Yeah.
Is
And
this the
Accept the
All,
canon
he
we
repeats
think
to you.
we deserve.
He says to you, all we know recently is that the Imperials were investigating the Jawa sandcrawlers very closely, and we never knew why. But watching them kidnap one today, it makes me wonder as if, do they want something with the Jawas? And why didn't they take all the Jawas? Why focus on the one? And what are they talking
Must be
about?
something
Star Eyes.
special about that Jawa.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Force.
Yes, his midichlorian count was wild.
Higher than Anakin.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Any Skywalker.
Jawa Jedi.
Skywalker.
And
How do I
okay,
know her?
so
I can't.
Alright, so
I
I'm
physically
gonna go
can't.
out to the front door and look at these bodies and all these blaster marks and
Okay.
see if I can try and suss out what exactly did this.
okay, so
Or where they went.
I'm gonna go ahead and make you roll for investigation.
Okay. It's not my strong suit.
While you're out front, he's offering to y'all
7.
just different theories about the Sandcrawler. 7? Okay. So here's what you notice. You notice immediately the bodies laying in the sand below you, and it looks as if they were totally just ripped apart. There's blood all over the sand. It's sort of absorbing into the sand now. It's splayed up against the walls of the cantina, and you see blaster marks everywhere. It's almost as if they were desperate. They're scored against the walls. There's glass in the sand from where the bolts hit the sand. You can see the occasional bolt on neighboring houses where they seemed very desperate.
Just spraying bullets.
Hmm.
Huh. Is there any...
So I can potentially sense huge, like, I can detect and pinpoint origins of vibrations.
I'm getting those good.
Please don't get us copyright struck.
So, like, if I were to, like, run out and, like, kind of do, like, a lap around the block, do I, like,
Mhm.
sense anything, like, because I'm like, okay, something pretty powerful messed up their crap. So, like, if there's anything, like, glaringly, like, powerful, making a
Okay.
ways away, like,
Do you
I
have to
sense
roll
it?
anything for that?
It's just my innate ability.
Okay. You don't notice a
Okay.
thing.
Cool.
You at this point,
Are there any people standing out here? I'm guessing it's probably...
the street is deserted.
Yeah.
It is far more deserted than
Nobody
you've ever
wants to
seen.
be here right now. I wouldn't either.
Me too. I don't wanna
However,
Huh?
you could roll.
Ooh.
be- Oh.
Oh, yeah. What is... perception?
Mhm.
That's the thing I'm good at.
What?
20.
A 20?
Wow.
Okay.
Another
Not
critical
natural.
failure.
So on a
ladies and
20,
gentlemen.
Oh, and
on a 20, you find a little boy curled under a moisture evaporator near the front door,
oh my god.
and he's rocking back and forth. And
I'm going
he's
to crouch
he's
next to
just
him and
Annie?
say,
he's blubbering.
I'm going to...
Girl, you're already crouched
quietly,
just by
like,
standing.
reach out to
We're gonna-
Nanu. Oh.
We're gonna wrap this up here quickly in the next 4 minutes.
Can I sing a
'cause
lullaby
I have
to
just a
him?
little bit of setup I want
I'm
to
just
do.
going to say, I'm not good with human children.
I'm really good. They think I'm one of them.
I'm
Hello,
gonna
little
give you
one.
the side eye.
So Nanu, are you
Just
gonna approach?
Look at me.
Are you gonna approach?
Yeah,
kid.
I'll go over and I'll be like,
Okay.
Show you what I
hey,
Before you can
bud."
even finish saying anything, he goes, the thing.
That's basically.
He goes, I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Start
Oscar.
from what
He
you
seems
saw.
horrified.
Feet.
Okay.
Chef.
Whoa.
Question
He just
mark?
says, he just said,
How many?
he just said, it exploded. It just whipped. It exploded. It whipped everywhere. Exploded.
Whipped?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, tentacles?
Oh no.
He's too shocked to answer.
Cool.
Um,
I'm gonna, like,
While you're talking to them,
despite, yeah.
Figure and Down walks out of the front of the cantina and he sees what you're looking at.
Okay.
And he brings the rest of your party out with you.
Cool.
And he says, I think I'll need to get to that sandcrawler.
Probably, yeah.
I know someone who can get you there, but it's going to cost
Can we
you.
take the kid?
How much?
I don't know. I'm just the middleman. I know a guy who rents out droid barges and he works in the spaceport nearby.
Is R2D2 our droid?
Who's
Who?
R2D2? I've never heard anyone by that name.
I mean,
That's my
yeah.
droid.
I mean, yeah, the barges have astromech pilots. I don't know if you can get an R2 unit.
Okay. That's just my favorite kind of droid. I just think he's neat. Thank you.
like this
Okay,
little rat.
well, I'll be here if you need me, but I'm gonna do my best to sort of get this cleaned up before any other Imperials show up.
Who should
Cool.
we look for at the spaceport?
You're going to meet a Duros man named Nurbed.
So, wait, everyone who saw us is dead, right?
Should
So we don't have to be sneaky.
Well, the child.
Well,
We had to kill the child.
no, we
say
don't.
that.
We're taking the child with us.
The child.
We take the child.
The
with us?
child.
That was JPJ.
The child
speaking.
hears you talking. He stands up and he runs.
Oh no.
Look what you did.
That was
I thought I was bad
JPJJ.
with kids.
Who's JPJJ? We don't know anyone named JPJJ. Over
Out
here.
of
Like a
character.
monster,
I'm
and you're
so
the one who's
sorry.
scared.
That was my instincts from
So-
last semester.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because we are recording this. But you're left standing out in front of Mos Eisley Cantina, and honestly, I'm not sure if y'all have any more clues than when you started, but you have a direction.
Cool, awesome.
Thank you for tuning in to
Thanks, guys.
D90.5. D90 or 90.5 is WUOG Athens FM. Programming director, is there any programming after this?
Yes, there is. We do have a 30-minute talk show called The Post Show, which is about things with the word post in them.
Excellent.
And I produce it, so I'll be here.
Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and throw us to automation in the meantime.
Awesome. Why
Let's
don't you
sign
do
us
that?
off.
And this has been Jar Jar Bonks, aka Lindsay, aka programming director of this fine station. And I will see you next week again, maybe at 9 p.m. for more debaucherous Star Wars adventures. Thank you very much, and have a good night if you want.